Hello, 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 hello. All right, we're back with 9 R.I.P. because it won the poll. So we're here again with 9 R.I.P. I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm pretty excited. We're going to finish Koyo's route today. I don't know how far we're going to get into the next route, but we will be starting it, hopefully, because we're on chapter 9, which is the last chapter. I don't know how close we are to the end of the chapter. My glasses, I put my hair in braids today and my glasses aren't liking it. Alright, we're gonna hop into this. I already have to cough. I ate before I started streaming. I'm a little behind. I was gonna start at 9, it's 9:40 right now, but your girl's tired. We had our Halloween party yesterday with my friends, and I was there until after midnight. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. While Sienna and I were watching them, Rika's voice utterly changed, echoed through the smartphone. The black, eerie mist-like substance seeping from her body in the distance left Sienna and me speechless. So this was right after, previously on 9 R.I.P., Koyo found her and basically said, "You're not in love with me. You keep calling me by my stage name. You keep calling me Bunny. I'm not Bunny right now." And then she's all like, "You're Bunny." And then she starts having a mental breakdown. We had a flashback about her life, where she was just a girl that had everything she wanted, but also not what she needed, which was love. And she was, in her head, getting it from Koyo. It's a sad story, but also not an excuse to kill someone. The black eerie mist substance seeping from her body in the distance left Sienna and me speechless. What is that? I don't know, but whatever it isn't good. In that instance, I sent a message to Seiya. When I looked back to Reika, I saw her approaching Koyo, the knife in hand. I can't just watch. I already can't talk. I might as well run over there and do this again. Just as I was about to start running, I felt a strong hand grab my arm. I'm sorry, Leah, but it's my turn now. We're all just gonna jump in front of knives in this game. Wait, did we tell Sienna he's a living ghost? Was that conveyed to Sienna? When did we tell him that? The one Koyo needs now is you. I can't live like the two of you can, so please stay by his side. As he let go of my arm, Sienna dashed forward. Wait. Chasing after Sienna, I rushed towards Koyo, reaching them in a second. But I was too late. Without hesitation, Sienna had leapt forward. Reika swung the blade down and buried it right in the chest of Sienna, who had stepped between them to protect them. Senna! Why? I felt my throat throb, yet I still couldn't speak. A sound that was neither a scream nor a sob made its way from my lips at that moment. Rika, Misumi, don't move.
セナさんの治療を急ぎなさい。傷口にカリファを。
Use the Khalifa flowers to absorb the darkness. Please attend to Sienna immediately. Seiya and the group of HO officers moved quickly to the scene and took Reika into custody. Meanwhile,
しっかりしろって。セナ。
we did have Khalifa flowers. How does that help with stabbings? We had that. I don't know if it did. Hold on, Senna. I couldn't only watch as Koyo clung to Senna, propping him up in his arms. After that, Reika was taken away to hell. Sienna was also taken to hell, but it was to treat his wounds just like I was. Koyo and I joined him heading back to hell for hell once again. What do I feel? I felt like something was vibrating, but nothing's vibrating. I don't see my phone buzzing. I don't know what happened. That was scary. My head for just one split second said, what if that was the end credits? Imagine that just being end credits. It's over now. Some time had passed. I handed Koyo the documents regarding Reika's sentence. He pushed them back towards me without even looking at them.
何もかも今更だな。
It's all too late now. After I told Koyo the details of what I'd heard, he let out a dejected sigh. We had been in hell for 2 days. Sina received treatment. Koyo and I talked near the central entrance of hell. How is Sina doing?
相変わらず意識は戻ってない。いつ戻るかもまだ不明らしい。
Nothing has changed. He still hasn't woken up. No telling when he will either.
ただ、こっちの心配をよそに、あいつ寝ながら時々笑っててさ。アイドル時代の夢でも見てんのかも。
Apparently he's smiling in his sleep. Guess he's having dreams about being an idol again. That certainly sounds like Senna. Koyo squinted his eyes in my response to my smile.
夢って言えば、
What?
地獄に来たけど平気。
Like about a cute incubus, the lovely smile, and a great voice. Have I had a dream? What you're asking? Not recently. Speaking of dreams, have you been okay since we came back to hell? I understood what he was getting at and I paused. I want to see it. Don't tell, show. He showed up in my dreams and we exchanged a few words. Like what? Like what we talk about? I hurriedly wrote down a flurry of excuses, but Koyo just glared at me. He still hasn't fully recovered, so it seems he just wanted to say hello.
だから地獄にいても平気です。
Please don't tell me that's supposed to be reassuring.
来た時に約束したじゃん。ムマの接触があったらうつしおに戻す。
I made you promise when you came here that if that incubus showed up, you'd go back.
で、もし叶うなら、体に戻ってほしいって。
And if possible, I wanted you to go back to your own body. I was worried he'd say that to me. I just can't leave Koyo like this. And Senna, if only I had stopped him. Lost in my regrets, Koyo firmly gripped my
あんた
hand.
には、うつしおに待っててくれる人がいる。
You have people on the other side waiting for you.
母親とも正面から向き合うって。そう俺と約束しただろ。
You have to comfort your mom. You promised me you'd do that, right? His words were kind, but his hand held mine with a force that wouldn't let me write anymore. Gripping my hand firmly, he took the notepad out of my hand. Taking my arm, he practically dragged me to the hallway. He didn't let go until we're at the train station. Despite my words not coming out, I tried to speak. No, I don't want to go home. I want to stay with you.
電車に乗れば、うつしおまではすぐだ。
The train will take you right to the mortal realm. As the train grew larger and larger, in my vision, I grabbed his arm to stop him.
帰れ。
Don't tell me to go home. I had something I needed to tell him. I don't want to go home. Please. Let you. I won't go. You. Leah, say my name. Gasping with surprise, Koyo stopped and his grip on my arm loosened. Let me stay. Struggling, I desperately wove my words together. I want be strong. Couldn't afford to be elegant with my words. Instead, I put all my feelings into my voice. I want to support Koyo. Important to me. I'm sounding more and more like Tarzan.
どうしてだよ。
Why say?
どうしてこのタイミングで声が戻るんだよ。
Why did your voice have to come back now? Listen, I'm trying my hardest here.
せっ
God.
かく心に決めたのに、あんたを無事に返すって。
I had made up my mind I was gonna get you home
く
safe.
そ。勘弁しろよ。
Oh. Oh, his voice cracked. Hi. I can't catch a break. Koyo bit his lip. Swallowing the words that were about to spill out, he tried to feign composure.
俺はあんたが
The thing is, Silly, well, hello, currently at work, but I wasn't gonna miss the end, right? Oh my god, we're getting close. I'm glad you're working. Proud of you. The thing is, As he tried to continue speaking, I simply put my finger to his lip. That's a hand. I don't want to hear it. Oh wait, so we went to a Halloween party yesterday. I'm using my actual Pro controller today, lol. Oh god, which one's the screenshot button on this one? This one? Oh, there we go, I figured it out. Hi Blue! When you have to switch controllers and you're like, wait, what do I do? I stifled his words and laughed. Don't worry, I will wake up. But when I wake up, I want to be with you. I'm worried about Senna. I'll stay too. He's important to me. I want to stay until he wakes up. After a brief pause, Koyo slowly took my hand.
セナのこと気になるって言い方が嫌だ。
What did I miss? I remember how we end was with the crazy lady going dark. Basically all you missed was Senna decided to do what she did previously and jumped in front of the knife before crazy lady stabbed Koyo, and then Seiya showed up and they arrested Reika, and now Senna is here in hell just like I can't think of her name. And that's it. And now he's all like, get out of here, go on, get back to the normal world. I'm gonna stay here, you go have a normal life. And she's like, bro, that's it. First of all, don't say Sun is important to you. Oh my god, he's jealous. He's a jelly bear. I'm just worried.
分かってるって。わざと。
I know. I'm just kidding. Listen, are you though?
あんたなりにセナを心配してくれてるって俺からしても嬉しかったし。でも、もう分かったから今後は言わないで。
We don't blame people for your jealousy. That's not how that works, Koyo. I'm glad to hear you're worried about Senna, but you know how I am, so don't say it again, okay? I'll be careful. Then as for what comes next...
あんたがここに残るのはやっぱり俺は反対。
I still can't be okay with you staying here. Listen, he's my incubus. If I want to say hi to him sometimes in my sleep, that's fine. I can't be okay with you staying
今
here.
沼の干渉が弱くても徐々に強まるのは確かだし。
How long are we gonna be here? We don't know yet. Even if that incubus is weakened, he'll eventually get stronger. I desperately gripped him with all of my strength. As if to say he understood, Koyo leaned his cheek on me.
一緒に内潮に帰ろ
Let's go back to the mortal realm together. Are you sure?
う。セナもあと数日で治療を終わって、あとは目を覚ますのを待つだけになる。
Senna's treatment is going to finish up in a few days. All that's left is for him to wake
なら
up.
内潮に連れて行って、そこで目覚めを待てないかってセイヤさんと相談してみる。
Let's head back to the mortal realm then. If he doesn't wake up in a few days, we can talk to Seiya. Thank you.
問題はその数日の間、沼の件をどうするかだけど。
The question is, what do we do about that incubus for those few days? He has really cute hair. We could braid it. Mischief smile crept up on his face as he opened his
今日か
mouth.
らさ、俺と一緒に寝ない？
I don't know much about ghost or living ghost or hell, but I don't understand how that would involve being in the same dream. Mama, hello. How about we sleep next to each other tonight? I don't think that's how that works, Koyo.
あんたが沼に襲われてる時、呼びかけてやりたいから。
That way I can wake you up if the incubus is attacking you. Okay, that's different, but how would you know? You don't know. I'll just fall through the bed, right? I'm still not over this. We can't grab onto hand railings, but we can sit in a chair. Lies. We can lay on a bed. Lies. That's,
はい、
well,
決定ね。
we step through walls, but we don't fall through stairs. Great, it's settled. Koyo gently caressed my cheek before turning
俺
away.
さ、少し前まで体に戻るの半分くらい諦めてたんだ。
Thing is, I'm half given up on getting back to my body.
魂と肉体のつながりっていうの、そういう感覚もどんどん希薄になってあまり感じられなくなってた。
My spirit's connection to my body, I felt it growing weaker and weaker over time, almost to the point where I couldn't feel it. He said he didn't know he was a living ghost, so how does he know what that feels like? He's cute. Yeah, this is Koyo. He's a streamer. Well, he was a streamer before he was stabbed.
でも、あんたが一緒に行きたいって言ってくれたあの時から、また少しずつ感じられるようになった。
They never lie in video games. I'm so shocked, actually. But when you told me that you wanted us to live together, I felt it getting stronger again. Oh,
それはきっ
his
と俺
will
自
to
身が
live. He got
本
it.
気で行きたいって思えてきたからだと思う。
I got the feeling that for the first time in a long time, I actually wanted to live again. You said the only real reason you were trapped in this weird loop was because you wanted Senna to realize that he was a ghost. I was sure that as long as those feelings remained, we'd both make it back to our bodies.
ありがとう。
Cheering. That's one of our new sound bites. Hey. With those thoughts in mind, I took Koyo's hand. Let's wake up together.
そしたら俺たちは改めて人生をリスタートしよう。
Then we
今
can
度
start our lives over.
一緒に。
Only this time we'll be able to be together. How? Well, Fortnite updated. I'm good. I can play Fortnite again. I gave him a silent, affirming nod, and his face flushed red.
その仕草も可愛いけど、せっかくだから声聞かせて。
It's cute when you nod and all, but would you mind saying it? I know your throat's still kind of sore from that time I stabbed you, but like, can you try to talk a little more, please?
あんたの声、随分聞いてなかったから飢えてる。
Your voice, having not been able to hear it for so long, I just want to hear you. Understood, but are you sure you're ready for that? There are so many things I want to tell you. She's not even hesitating anymore. She was pausing between her words now. Once our conversation ended, we started walking. The next time we came to this station would be when we returned to the real world together. Until then, I'd tell him all the things I wanted to tell him before. He's got blushy cheeks. Wait, did we just finish it? Wait, that's how this ends? That can't be right. That can't be right.
瞳に映り色が焦ってくや
It's a blood red moon. I also need to remember if it's heavenly or godly. Oh goodness. After that, we decided to consult with Seiya, who was surprised. He agreed to move Senna to the mortal realm after a few more days of treatment. As for us, a few days later, swayed by the jostle of the trains, we said goodbye to hell. This is probably my last time riding this train. I almost feel a bit emotional.
そうとは限らないんじゃない？死後に地獄に送られる可能性とか。
Can't say that for sure. I might end up in hell. Planning on sinning, are you?
冗談じゃん。そういう物騒なのはもうコリコリだし。
I won't be able to stay. My laptop's being an issue again. I'll still have to rewatch the VOD. Have fun. Oh no, Asia. I hope it works soon. I'm just messing around. I've had more than a lifetime of that noise. Ever since Senna collapsed, it was rare to see Koyo smile like this. He was smiling more often recently, and seeing him like this made me smile too. When we get back to the mortal realm, there will be so many challenges waiting for us. We'll probably be living ghosts for a while, and time will keep moving forward. I should learn as much as I can about medicine while I'm still a living ghost. I'll be able to visit a lot of different medical practices like this.
また難しい顔してる。ね、今何考えてんの？
What's with that face? What are you thinking about now? Just thinking a little bit about the future and you know what I should do in it.
俺もいろいろと考えてた。配信続けるかも含めてさ。
I've been doing a lot of thinking too, like whether or not I should keep streaming. I mean, it's not as if like I got a crazy psycho stalker fan who started sending me mail to my house and then came to my house because I didn't stream for 2 days because she wanted to deliver me chicken noodle soup. And then when I wasn't happy to see her, she stabbed me and then burned my house down. I mean, none of that would leave a bad taste in my mouth. I would continue. Keep going. You plan on quitting?
なんで残念そうなの？あんた視聴者じゃないのに。
Oh, I'm good. Just annoyed right now. I might have to give the laptop a break. I'm gonna rewatch the VOD. This is where you need. See, I don't know. Laptops are expensive. We were talking about this last time. I'm so sorry. Like, I still need to get another laptop for myself, and I don't want to spend that much money. So. Why does it matter to you? You never used to watch me. Koyo! Calling me out like that. Ah, I guess not. I wanted to see you do a live stream in real life.
隣いんだから、そっちのがリアルだろ。
But you can always see me in real life. He has made that mark a couple times. It's like, why do you want to watch my videos? I'm right here. I can do it for you live. The way he said always made me realize the two of us would stay together, which brought a smile to my face. At that moment, as we entered a tunnel, the red light from outside the window disappeared. Also, I think our MC's cute. Hear me out. She's adorable. But doesn't she look kind of basic? Like, we got this guy here that's got really cute green accents. We got Ken, who's like a beautiful man. We have this beautiful man with like whatever, rings and stuff. We got an incubus. And she's just a normal schoolgirl with like a normal haircut. Why is it our MCs don't ever look like Reika? I want an MC that looks like Reika. Not acts like Reika, just looks like Reika. I want a Decora K, Lolita girl. I want someone like wild. She's a student with strict parents though. She's supposed to be a doctor. She's gonna possibly be a doctor. I'm curious to see what different jobs she'll look into and all the other routes too, if this continues to be the theme. At that moment, as we entered a tunnel, the red lights from outside the window disappeared. Reika did admit she was a failure. Reika never failed. She was just really bad at
何
everything.
笑ってんの？
Why are you so smiley? Like, look at this. Look at these two. Now imagine if she looked like Reika. Because I'm happy we're gonna stay together.
そんなんでいちいち喜んでたら体持たないぞ。
If you stay that happy, I don't think I'll be able to stand
この
it.
先もっと嬉しいこといっぱい用意してやるから。
Ooh, besides, you should prepare yourself. We got a lot more happy stuff in our future. Koyo turned to face the window. I could see his cheeks were red. It's not because of the reflection of hell
実際さ
outside.
配信続けたいと思う気持ちはある。
The truth is, I think I do want to keep
で
streaming.
もレイカのことがあって今後どんな風にやっていけばいいのかって不安もあ
Scaring
るから。
myself by accidentally knocking into cables and afraid I'm gonna just throw them off the counter. After everything that happened with Reika, I'm still a little unsure about it, you know? It's fine. What are the chances it'll happen twice, right?
俺も考えなきゃな。目が覚めた後のことまでさ。
I've got a lot to think about before I wake up too. We both had a long road in front of us in the mortal realm, but I knew we'd be fine. As long as we were
あ、そ
together.
うだ。俺家燃やされたから住む場所探すとこからスタートだわ。
That's right, my old place burned down. I should probably start looking for a new place. We are still living ghost right now. I guess you're right. Speaking of which, where did you live
都内。
before?
そっちのが便利だったから。
In the city. It's so convenient there, but he turned from looking at the scenery to staring directly
成
at
見
me.
ヶ浜に戻ってくんのもいいかもな。
Wait, he lived in the city. He didn't live in Narimigahama this whole time? How did he end up in Nagamida? I thought you had to end up where you died. Ish. He's not dead. I've been thinking about moving back to Narimigahama. Would that have anything to do with the fact that I live there?
何でも口に出さないと伝わらないわけ？普通今のでわかんだろ。
He's like, you're ruining my romantic gesture by asking questions. Come on, it's more romantic if things are left unsaid, right? I mean, you already knew that, didn't you? I think because of Senna. That's fair. That's fair. But he said something about how he couldn't go too far. I didn't want there to be any misunderstanding.
勘違いなわけないだろ。
Oh, please, you knew there was no other reason. Koyo pouted and let out a
ちゃ
heavy
んと
sigh.
好きだから。
Look, I love you, okay? Whoa, that was fast. Sir, we just met like 2 days ago.
もっと自信持って。
You don't have to be so nervous. I know. I love you too, Koyo. Whoa, miss, you just met this man. You don't even know what he's like in real life.
知ってる。そういうのは口に出してもいいかも。
Yeah, I know, because he's from Star Wars. Come to think of it, maybe it's more romantic to just say it out loud. He drew his smiling face closer to mine and I naturally closed my eyes. Why? Why would you close your eyes? Whoa. His unimaginably deep kiss numbed my mind. What does that even mean? What's happening? You're on a train, guys. This is public. I feel more than words could say. Feeling more than words could say. I wanted to take it all in. There was still challenges to face, but for now I wanted to be enveloped in this happiness. A happiness I had never felt before. My feelings for him would never change, no matter what the future brought. It's very committed for someone who barely knows somebody. Heaven! Okay.
正直言って、あんたのそばにいられるのが嬉しすぎて、どうにかなりそうでさ。結構、好きになってるかも。引き返せないくらいにはね。もう話そうとしないから。ずっと一緒にいよう。
To be honest, I'm so happy to be by your side. I feel like I'm losing it. I might have fallen pretty hard for you, like to the point of no return. I won't try to leave you anymore. Let's just stay together forever. When did he try to leave me? When did he try to leave me? Am I Reika now? Did he try to leave me? When did that happen? Ah. I also really like this picture of him. Like he looks so cute right there. All right, what happens if he doesn't like me as much? We'll save over this one. Okay. Was he really happy? He spoke so clearly and firmly to me to go back to my body. Koyo must think I'm such a bother to him, right?
あんたのことは守るから、不安に思わなくていい。
I promise I'm gonna protect you, so don't look so down, okay? Ah, perhaps because of his perpetually gloomy expression, I seem to have misread him. Also, Seiya, I'm so looking forward to his route when he's like, I just threw all of my documents and tore them into tiny pieces because I could not handle the fact that you two are in such a loving relationship over here. It made me sad. It's too dangerous. It was too dangerous. I shook my head to tell him these things.
そんな顔させたくないからこの提案だったんだけど。
I don't want to make you worry. That's the whole reason I came up with this.
これしか方法はない。お願い。分かって。
This is the only way. Please try to understand.
十分に気をつけるから。
I'll be careful. Okay. Even if I wasn't totally convinced, all I could do was nod my head and go along with his plan. Rude. Okay. Seeing Santa, determined expression, a wave of anxiety hit me. What if Santa encountered danger?
言っとくけど、断られてもついてくからね。
Before you say anything, you should know I'm going even if you tell me not to. Hi, lovely. Hi, Lou. Hello. I peeked in on your stream yesterday and I had to jump out immediately because I realized you're playing the new Verche, and I don't want to see the spoilers right now. I'll be there soon. His tone was light and playful, but his eyes held a strong resolve, and a bitter smile crept up on my face. Big mood. I was like, oh, Lucas. I thought you were like replaying the first one, and then I was like, I don't know who that character is. Oh my god, what is this? And I had to jump out. He was right. Senna was just as worried about Koyo as I was. But then, I'm just gonna hit this button. Going to Koyo's. Maybe I shouldn't have hit that button. Maybe I should have skipped. It's when oh, we're gonna have the flashback for Reika. I don't want that. Oh no, this is back to Protag. Do I remember? Okay. We're just gonna jump again. Let's just jump. Just gonna scooch forward a bit. It was then I remembered I had the Khalifa flowers with me. I'm protected from danger. I pulled on Senna's sleeve and mouthed the word Khalifa. Khalifa.
君、声が。
Your voice, you can speak. Even I couldn't believe it. I took a deep breath and tried to speak again. Khalifa flower yelled. I pleadingly handed Sina the phone. Sina took it and immediately began to shout.
声よ、聞こえてる？カリファの花って彼女が。
It was Mitonia no Kibo. You missed me losing my absolute mind. I saw Asia in chat for a second, and then I was all like, oh, Lucas. And then I saw again someone I didn't recognize, and I was like, oh, never mind. But it's still exciting. I like that you can play. I need to learn Japanese. It's a dream of mine, I guess. Then I can play all the Otome games right away. The one with the girl with the two different colored eyes. I wouldn't have to wait for that one. The man with the face mask. It'd be a great time. Koyo, can you hear me? Leah said something about the Khalifa flowers. I looked at Koyo. He seemed like my words had reached him. I saw him take out a small bag with the Khalifa petals and press it into Rika's hand.
しっかりしろ。あんたにはきちんと罪を償ってもらわなきゃなんないんだから。
Is this working? You've got to pay for your sins, yo. Oh, she said his name. Is this the better ending? What's happening here? Koyo. For sure, but you guys are getting such a good selection of localized games now. Yes, but because I'm not a yes and girl. I want to play Snowbound Land. Is that the one? That's the one. Oh, this one's a better ending. It feels like it so far. I'm like, wait, you didn't even have to get your best friend stabbed. I have a list. I have a list on here. Oh, Reigns de Fleurs. I can't say that right. That looks so good, and I need that translated in English yesterday, and Snowbound Land. Those are like my top 2 games that if they announce them, I'm playing them day 1. There's no stopping me. Guess what? Senna doesn't get stabbed in this ending. This seems like it makes more sense. HO officer, Senna, and I all hastily raced over to Koyo's side.
カリファを持たせておいてよかった。
They're
遅
both
れてすみません。
stuck in my backlog, but they both look gorgeous, right? Reigns de Fleur, like the MC, I was just talking about how I want a pretty MC. That MC has like lavender colored hair. She doesn't even look like a normal MC. She looks like a video game protagonist. Like, she stands out. I like it. I like it. I need Doku no Lila. Hang on. I gotta Google that one. Do I have that one on my list? Amnesia World isn't translated yet? How many amnesias do we get? I'm interested in Reigns de Fleur because the MC is a yandere. She's a yandere? No wonder she has purple hair and stands out. She's a yandere? Wait, I didn't know this. I try to like avoid too much information because I like to be surprised. But that's hilarious because I just said we need a character that stands out more and she's a yandere. Hang on. I gotta pull this up again. Like, she's so pretty. Like, she's so pretty. That's so hilarious. I'm not over this. That's the only thing I know about her. Like, her name is Violet. I'm looking up this other game at the same time. She's 18. She's female. She's a princess. Long, wavy, light grayish blue hair. It's purple. What do you mean grayish blue? That's not... Dude, I want that game. I want to play that game. I didn't know she was a yandere. That makes me want to play it even more. Jaku, okay. Oh, wait, we've seen this one before. I've looked at this one. I recognize this art. They're vampires, right? Right? I want so little in life. I just want everything. But yes, if they announce that game, my life's over. If they had a collector's edition for that game, I don't even know if I'd care what's in it. I think I'd just get it because I want that game so bad, and I want everything with that game. Oh, it's spicy? Okay, okay. Jaku no Lila is spicy. That's interesting. I keep saying I'll play a spicy game soon. We just gotta find one that's good that I won't get in trouble for streaming. There's 2 rules in that one. Love interest sandwich and... Yeah? Wait. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting to have happen today. I'm excited now. I'm glad you had the Khalifa flower with you. Apologies for being
い
late.
や、俺がわがまま言って遠くで見張れって言ったんだし、せやさんや HO の職員さんは何も悪くない。
That one's on me. I told you guys to stand back. You and HO staff have nothing to apologize for. Back to this. If I have high affection and that ending involves someone getting stabbed and the low affection ending involves someone not getting stabbed, I feel like this is the better ending. Same with Mitsonia, so I hope they gets you excited for the localization. Okay. Wait, is that the one with the cursed delights or something like that? The something delights? There's like 3 coming out next year. One was already on my list I wanted to play. We're gonna do a fun little next year in Atome and Dreams of the Future Atome. It'll constantly have Reigns de Fleur. I can't even say that right, by the way. They do this to me. The fairy one. Yes, okay. I'm excited for revenge. I like a story about revenge. And I like Faye. It's gonna be a great time. This one's on me. I told you guys to stand back. You and the HO staff have nothing to apologize for.
そう言
It's
っ
not
て
like
いただ
anyone
けて
was
感謝し
stabbed.
ます。
I appreciate that. Oh, Seiya, I'm coming for you. Not soon, but eventually. You're gonna get me. You're gonna find me. Seiya moved to his staff to take Reika and then promptly pulled her away.
彼女の罪状、そして執行されるであろう刑を聞きますか？
Shall we keep you informed about her trial and punishment?
うん、いらない。俺はもう終わらせられるから。 これで恨みとか完全に断ち切れる。
This is the best ending so far. I just want this to be over. I don't have any lingering resentments anymore
本
anyways.
当によろしいのですか？あなたはこれで元の体に戻れますか？
The revenge is so good. Even Asia loved the bad ending that she witnessed yesterday because of the revenge aspect. Ooh. I'm excited. I'm excited. I like a good revenge story, so that's gonna be... I can't wait to see. I know that there's always like that... a little hints here and there and little pieces here and there, but like I don't want to see how much it changes between stories. Is that so? So you'll be able to return to your body now.
最後ごめんって言ってくれたから。その時の麗華、今まで会った中で一番正気だった気がするし。
She said she was sorry. I think that's the closest thing to saying I've ever seen her. His expression was truly relieved, and then Koyo softly spoke to Reika as she was being carried off by Eijo's
駆
staff.
け出しの時、いつも配信見に来てくれてありがとう。
Thanks for always watching when I was just getting
そこにどん
started.
な思いがあったにせよ、支えられていたから。
I get that, no spoilers from me, but I can see it being a fan favorite. Ooh. That's exciting. I mean, this is the one I think I was waiting for the most this year. It's 9 R.I.P. That one might be the one I'm most looking forward to next year. Although the one that feels like Elysium, I can't think of the actual name of it right now, also looks really interesting. I enjoy a utopia on top of a floating island. That makes me excited too. The truth is, your support did mean a lot to me. With that, he let her go.
ご協力していただいたこと、HO 東日本支部の大監修を務める者として、
As a
深
Grand
く
Warder
感
of
謝いたしま
HO,
す。
allow me to express my deepest gratitude for your cooperation. Following Seiya's example, the rest of the HO bowed deeply.
皆、撤収。
Alright, everyone, move out.
お二人とも、あなた方の人生がさまざまな彩りであふれるよう願っています。
Utakata no Uchoronia is so good. I hope you I do plan on streaming that one. That one and the fairy one are two on top of my list for playing next year. I still have to see when dates start happening for next year. I know we're gonna try and play Pio4 next year. That one's everyone keeps telling me to play it. Everyone. They're like, you're gonna love Yang. Play the game. I'm like, fine. So that one's next year for sure. Hi Prim. Hi Jay. Hello. Yes, Pio4, yes. Hi, wait. I actually tested to make sure my stuff was working before I started streaming today. Look at me, I'm smart. YouTube, may you lives be filled with the most vibrant array of colors and expressions.
せやさん、
HOL, yeah, there's a lot of people in chat
ありがとうございました。
today. Mama was here too. Seiya, thank you. I handed over the smartphone I was holding, then I took a slow breath. Thank you. I can barely talk, I'm so hoarse. Thank goodness, my voice. Oh, look at this. It's like I said something offensive. No idea what's going on game-wise, but I'm here. Don't worry, Prim. If you don't know, it's okay. Because this is the end of his story. We're about to start Ghost Stories? School Ghost Stories? So we're about to get that one started. Gotta feed the bunny. See, I love this. I love this look. I love the emotes. We have to make a one for specifically when we raid people with those. They both looked at me with surprised eyes.
声が戻ったのですね。
Yeah, your voice has returned. I'm glad to
本
see
当
that.
に良かった。
いつ
When did just now? Just 5 seconds ago? Do you think Senna knew the word Khalifa before I told him? Just now. Khalifa Flower told Sina. See? She talks like Tarzan when she gets her voice back. Although my voice was still struggling to make sounds, I had a feeling it would soon return to
そ
normal.
っか、そういうことだったんだ。
I see, so that's what happened.
長いはできませんので申し訳ありませんが、これで失礼します。
afraid I can't stay for long, so if you'll excuse me. Okay, bye, Seiya. We'll see you soon. Ish. We'll see you in like 5 more rounds. As we watch Seiya leave, I heard Sina speak to us with a puzzled tone.
あのさ、
Koyo,
こうよ、
just now.
さっき、あの背の高い人が言っていたのって何？
That tall man, did he
元
say
の
you
体に戻るって
could。return to your body?
ああ、俺、生きてるらしいんだよね。
When he took the
Sina
knife?
knew also.
Wait, when he took the knife, he literally said, you and Koyo can have a life together. Wait, how did he know that if this is when he finds out? Or did I forget something from the previous stream, which would never happen because I have a memory of an elephant up in here, not a goldfish. Turns out I'm alive. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Seriously, I can't believe he didn't tell Senna of that.
それなら、早く元の体に戻らないと。ほら、君もだよ。
In that case, you should get back to your body right now. And you too, Leah. Chop chop. I had a feeling Senna would say that.
はあ、よかった。彼女だけじゃなくて、紅葉も生きていたなんて嬉しすぎるよ。
Senna is so sweet and cute, and he's blushing. Like, I'm glad to hear that it's not just her and that you're alive too. Sure, great memory. Prim, I don't feel like you believe me. Koyo responded with a crooked smile but said no more. Oh, I thought it was going to be the end song. After that, Senna pulled us both along to the hospital. He dragged us here. Oh, this is Koyo's room? Koyo we found in the hospital bed was still quite pale, but he looked to have more blood in his face than the living ghost.
セナに引っ張ってこられるとは思わなかったんだけど、前と逆じゃん。
To think Senna would be the one dragging us to the hospital, it's like the opposite of what happened before.
紅葉本当に生きてるよ。死んでるみたいな顔してるけど、ほら、ちゃんと息してる。
Koyo, you're really alive. Your face looks like you're on death's door, but look, you're breathing. With that, Senna pressed his ear to Koyo's chest, searching for a
気持ち
heartbeat.
悪いから離れろ。
Would you stop that? You're creeping me out.
てか、自分見てんの変な感じっていうか、奇妙っていうか。
And speaking of creepy, it's weird seeing yourself lying there like that. As someone who's experienced too, I know what you mean.
それじゃあ、体に重なって。
The desk. Well, let's climb aboard. Hop on. Choo choo.
戻るんだ。元の体にその霊体を重ねなきゃ。
To get back in your body, you just gotta lay down on top of yourself, right? Is that how you do it?
うん、わかんない。でも、イメージ的にそうなのかなって。
I don't know, but you can kind of imagine it, right?
こんな時までボケかますなよ。
Can you not be so goofy at a time like this? That's just so Senna.
冗談はもういいから。俺、まだ戻る気ないし。
Enough of the jokes, you guys. I'm not going back. What? He wouldn't return to his body until Senna crossed over. Koyo said something like that
記
before.
憶、戻ったから知ってるよ。そうなんじゃないかなって思ってたんだ。
Since my memory is back now, I had a feeling you'd say that, but
そんなの、嬉しくもなんともないからね。
it still breaks my heart to hear you say that.
僕の心残りは、このうつしおで、いつまでもアイドルをしていたいってこと。
The reason I'm still here, my lingering regret is that I wanted to be an idol.
だってそれは。
But that's...
公園に僕を訪ねてきてくれるファンがいる。幽霊であっても、僕をアイドルとして見てくれるファンが。
Even now, there are fans who come to see me in the park. I may be a ghost, but there are still people who want to see me.
その子たちがいてくれる限り、僕はアイドルでいられるんだ。
And
求められ続ける限
away,
りは。
he's like, hear me out. I'm still kind of an idol to them, as long as there are people who want to see me.
だから、もう少しセナでいさせてよ。この心残りが満たされるまで。
I want to stay as Senna just a little longer until these regrets leave me.
それなら俺はそれまで待つ。悪霊化するとは思ってないけど、万が一ってこともあるし。
That's why I have to stay. I don't think you'll become a wraith, but I gotta stay here and make sure you don't. I'm also a little disappointed that we made such a big deal about a wraith and I didn't get to see it. Okay? I wanted to see Reika turn into a wraith. I wanted to know what that looked like in a picture. Or like even one of these. I'm fine with it looking like this. Smoke is not enough.
はあ僕って信用ないんだな親友を信じられないの
You really don't believe in me, do you? I thought you're supposed to trust your friends. Sir dragged you into the ocean to prove that you couldn't drown, and you still somehow believed you weren't dead, so... In response, Koyo stayed silent. A complicated expression was on his face.
紅葉がいつまでもそばにいたら楽しくて成仏なんてしていられないって
Besides, if you're here
こ
with
の
me
ままの方が
all
い
the
いやって
time,
思うじゃない
I'm gonna have so much fun I won't want to cross over.
お願いだから元の体に紅葉の人生を取り戻してよ
Please go back. Go back and enjoy your life, Koyo. Koyo continued to remain silent. Just then the door opened and an older man entered the room.
先生
It's your papa. Sensei. Wait, sensei? It's your teacher?
学童に通ってた時の前に話した人。
Oh, my teacher, the one I told you. Where's your family? The two of them looked with stunned amazement. The man went up to Koyo's bed, his expression
少し
softened.
顔色が良くなった気がするな。と言っても、時々しか来ていないから気のせいかもしれないね。
Just kidding, I'm not gonna sneeze. You look a little better. I say that, but I could be my imagination. I don't think I'm here enough to know for
今
sure.
も君が残してきた配信を見る時があるよ。セナ君のライブ映像なんかもね。
There's still people that watch your videos over here, just like Senna's live videos. The man let out a small sigh, his eyes slightly
君ま
wavered.
で行かないでくれ。セナ君の分まで生きて人生を楽しまないと。
I hope you don't leave too. You just gotta live for Cena's sake too.
ずっと僕らを見てくれていたんだ
He's always been watching over us. Koyo left the hospital room.
ごめん僕はもう少しここにいたいから
Go on, I'm gonna stay here a
恋
little
を頼める
longer.
かな
Okay. Okay, bye. I silently followed along after Koyo merely walking behind him. Then suddenly he stopped.
セナが入院してから先生から久しぶりに連絡もらってさ。
I got a call
合ってたんだ。
from that teacher after Senna went to the
俺が
hospital.
落ち込んでるんじゃないかって心配してくれて。
He was worried I might have been depressed about what happened. Stopping mid-sentence, he sighed. As I took Koyo's hand, I noticed he's trembling. I let go of his hand and wrapped my arm around him instead. There was no need for words. I just wanted to be close to him. Koyo slowly put his hands around my back, returning the embrace.
冷まさないとな。
I guess I have to wake up. Why is this the better ending? It was the thoughts of others that connected us. No doubt the reason he'd come to this conclusion was because of Senna.
やっと追いついた
Finally, I caught up to you. I jumped into surprise to find that Senna had followed us
先
out.
生花を生けていってくれたよ僕の好きな黄色い花
The teacher left you some yellow flowers. That's my favorite color. Look at the yellow flowers on his shirt. Whoa. With that, Senna looked directly at Koyo.
ねえ紅葉僕を心配してくれるのは嬉しいけど
Koyo, it's nice to know that you're
でも、
worried about me.
俺が
but
マジで死んだ時確かめるから。ちゃんと成仏してるかって。
When I do actually die, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna make sure you actually cross over. Surprised by Koyo's sudden change of heart, Senna's eyes widened, then he
よ
smiled.
かった生き返るんだね
Good. I'm glad to hear you're resurrecting yourself. Oh man. I really want to say resurging for some reason. I'm like, that's not the word.
その言い方だと死んでた人みたいなんだけど。
You make it sound like I'm already dead. Good. A real smile. And Koyo decided to return to his body, and I'm still a little worried about Senna, but I trust him. It's alright. That's right, Senna. I have something for you. I took out my bag out my bag of Khalifa flowers.
これってレイカちゃんに使ったやつだよね。君も持っていたんだ。
So weird. It's like yesterday when I saw Senna and Koyo being introduced and now we're leaving them. You want to know why it feels like that? Because Variable Barricade is like 10 plus hours a route. And this is not 10 plus hours a route. And guess what? It doesn't need to be that long. They don't have to be that long. Like, this is nice. This is sweet. We almost finished this last stream. Like, so I think like the pacing is especially since there's 9 guys in 9 R.I.P. So like they need to be a little shorter. This is what Koyo used against Reika. So you had your own stash as well. Yeah, hold on to it. It'll protect you.
ありがとう。嬉しいな。紅葉がいなければ感動の抱擁してたよ。
I prefer this type of pacing, but this game is still fairly long. Yeah, it has. I mean, when you think about it, if it's about 5 to 6 hours a route, it's still 9 routes. And not just that, leading into their routes, there's that side story, and that's about 2 to 3 hours, if I recall. So, yeah. Variable just sucks. I like things about Variable, but there's things I don't like about Variable, and at some point we're going to finish that game. Just not today. It took me 80 hours to finish everything, and 9 R.I.P. When you think about it, 80 times divided by 9 is number less than 9. Can't do math right now. I'm too tired, yo. Lou, how long have you played it? Have you been playing in Japanese? Yeah, Lou, explain. Explain your streams to us. Thank you, I will. If Koyo wasn't here, I'd give you a big bear hug. That's right, he
おい、
jelly beans.
さっさと元に戻るぞ。
Let's hurry up and get back.
結構やきもち焼きなんだね。これは新しい
It's
発
a
見だ。
decimal, but yeah, see. 8? Is it 8 hours? What is this? No. 8.5? 8.5? Did I do it? Looks like someone was jealous type. That's a new discovery.
ムカつく。
8.9!
配信再開した
Man,
ら
that's
恥ず
one.
かしい過去暴露すんぞ。
You have a calculator and I don't, and I appreciate that. When I start streaming again, I'm going to tell everyone about the time when we were kids with the watermelon seeds.
やめてよ。それだけは本当に勘弁して。ごめんなさい。
Don't you dare. Not that one, please. I'm begging you. I'm sorry. Just then I felt a gust of wind and a rustling sound on the ground. Oh, I only started playing Otome in Japanese this last year as I was worried my Japanese wasn't up to par, but now I'm a lot faster and confident in playing in Japanese. See, that's so cool. I keep joking that I should do like streams where I'm doing Duolingo or something so I can like learn. Keep wanting to learn but scared to even start. See, we can do it together with Duolingo. We already know like at least 100 phrases. The first Otome I ever played in Japanese was Verche, but 9 R.I.P. was my second Otome in Japanese. And Verche is a great one to play. So I think you had a great first choice. Now you can play all the ones that I have yet to see being turned into English versions, like Snowbound Land. The last piece of my career survey laid at my feet. As the two chatted away, I picked up it off the ground. It's mine after all. I combined the pieces of the printout from my pocket with the one I had just picked up. Start out depressing, I love it. Yeah. Just depression. Depression the video game. How long have you been practicing? Ooh, everyone can do it. It's just staying consistent. That's the difficult part, but it took me 5 years to get as confident as I am now. It's work. It's definitely work. Finally, it's complete. Imagine watching anime and not actually having to rely entirely on the subtitles. Looking at the printout, I traced the blank space with my finger. When I get back, I'll write my own dream on this line. I was still anxious about it, but knew that I could stay positive. I felt a warmth spread through my chest. I think it's almost time. Intuitively, I knew it was time to go back. Koyo Senna, I saw a faint glow in my body. Seeing me, the two of them looked surprised. Senna quickly took my
二
hand.
人とも僕に付き合ってくれてありがとう。
I'm going to Japan next year. I really need to learn some basics like ASAP. So there was an app I had on my phone before we took our trip to Japan. And it was so I could learn katakana. Is it katakana? Whichever one is the one they teach kindergarteners in Japan. I can't remember which one it is. And it was really useful because it gave you like tips. And it just made reading signs a little bit easier. I'm not saying it made my life 100% easier, but I went, aha, sometimes when I was reading signs. I did online lectures and got my JLPT 1 last year and then continued to pursue to learn more in my free time. But otome and anime is a great and fun way to learn. Yeah. I know the best way to learn is through conversations, which is hard when you live not in Japan. I'm so proud. Lou did so good. That's some dedication. CJ, we can do it. We just have to start trying. Aww. Thank you, both of you, for everything. I didn't do anything.
たくさんしてくれたよ。君の存在は僕の毎日を変えてくれた。
That's not true. You coming to see me every day started to change everything.
コウヨは長い間ずっと僕に気づかせようとしてくれてた。
Koyo, thank you for sticking with me through everything.
君がいたから僕は心を病まずにいられたと思う。
As long as you were around, I knew my heart would never get distressed.
これで終わりみたいな言い方すんな。死後の世界があるって分かったし、また会える。そうだろ。
Okay, now Leah is my Japanese partner. Perfect. You make it sound like this is the end. We know there's a world after death now. I promise to see you there, right?
うん楽しみにしてるよ。
I'm looking forward
見
to
守っ
it.
ているから。守護霊的な意味で。
I promise to watch over you too. A kind of guardian ghost.
それいいかも。
Yeah, sounds good.
二人とも僕の分まで人生を謳歌してね。
I want you two to enjoy life. Enough for me too.
楽しんでく
I
わ。
will. This is the better ending, and this is with zero affection. Look at this status. The plot twist is if you don't even try to get him to have affection for you, you get a better ending. This isn't the bad endings I was expecting. I've been spoiled by Virche, where a bad ending leads to death, destruction, mayhem. Just then, Koyo's body began to shine like mine.
体調戻ったら、駅前に昼の1時ね。
After you get better, 1 p.m. in front of the station, don't be late. I've heard him say that to me before. Okay, it's a promise. He's gonna need more time. He's been in a coma for 9 months. His muscles, he's gotta build up his muscles. You just can't stand up after that. When I woke up the next day, my life would be waiting for me. But at the same time, I knew it wouldn't be the same life I had left behind. My vision grew white, and yet I still felt his hand in mine. I will hold this hand again. I will. When the thought of seeing Koyo again in my mind, I gently closed my eyes.
結婚して子供が生まれたらセナってつけてね。
Hey, when you guys get married and have babies, be sure to name the first one Senna. This is better because Senna's here.
は
Just before our pleasant goodbye, Senna dropped that bomb on us. But in a way, it was perfect. Senna, that's weird. That's not weird. That's cute. I love this piano piece. I love the music. The music for this is so good. Do you happen to know if it's made by the same people who did the Cupid one? Because I felt like it was the same people who did Cupid. After that, this is the godly end. I'm making my notes for the chapters. After that, I woke up and returned to my everyday life. I thought Koyo was in the same hospital as me, but I wasn't able to find him. After I left the hospital, I visited the front of the station countless times. Boy has to recover quite a bit. Looks like he's not here today either. It was just past 1 p.m. Maybe he didn't wake up, or did something happen to him? Just then, my phone rang. Looking at the screen, I saw it was an unfamiliar number. Huh, who? I debated ignoring it, but answered the call with trepidation. Trepidation! Ooh, we got good words today. How did he get my phone number? Oh my god, he's like Reika now. It's me, Mary. I'm right behind you. I felt a chill run down my spine. It was definitely a call meant to scare me, but that voice. I tried to slowly turn around, but before I could. Oh, she's in normal street clothes. Oh my god, they're so cute. Did I keep you waiting? Yeah, he had to go to so much. Oh, this is a cute. I like this picture. They had a good end with Senna. Senna wasn't like in a hospital bed. Like, what is this? Why is this such a good ending? Like, don't do anything and you'll get a good ending. Did I keep you waiting? Hiya!
人前でこんなことすんの、これが最初で最後。会えなかった分、ちょっと理性聞いてない。
It's a first for me to act like this in public, but I just can't help myself. Koyo character music is a bop. I love that cat, what? See, I love this because they both get to be alive together and look forward to their future. Yeah, this is the true ending? Is this the true ending? Because Koyo deserves to live. Like, it's a first for me to act like this in public, but I just can't help myself. I can see why Koyo is game favorite, right? Because they have a future that isn't Ghost. His words scared me a little, but hearing his voice filled me with joy. I love Koyo so much. Honestly, like, look at this. This is so cute. I can't. Oh my god. Did my dog bring something in here? Or did something fall to the ground? The world may never know. You made me wait too long. I went to your hospital room and you weren't
検査
there.
とかリハビリとかあって、回を変えられてさ。
So puppy core. Hearts in the chat. Hearts. Everybody hearts. I had a test and rehabilitation, so they moved me to another
あんたの
floor.
とこ行きたかったんだけど、いろんな人が見舞いに来てくれて、行ける状態じゃなかった。
I wanted to visit you, but I had so many people coming to see me, I just wasn't able to get away. Yeah, I had a ton of visitors too. I'm glad.
安心した。
You mean relieved? Super relieved. I was worried something
ご
happened.
めんね。でも、もう離れないから大丈夫。
He got #1 ranking in the Japanese ranking, and I get why. I can see it too. I would, because I'm always about an ending that feels the most satisfactory. And this one feels very satisfactory. One, she got spirited away. She thought she was a ghost. He thought he was a ghost. You know, classic girl meets boy who thinks they're both ghosts and turns out they're just in a coma. It's great. It's great. And they can have a baby, and they can name it Sina. Hang on. Koyo is ranking 1 in my heart, too. I'm sorry, don't worry. We don't have to be apart anymore. Koyo! In both actions and words, the distance between us made my heart beat faster. I was filled with joy. How did you find my number?
さやかって子。あんたの友達が俺の SNS に DM してきてさ。
Your friend
無事なら
Sayaka?
連絡してあげてって。
Why didn't she DM him? Wait, not the babies. Yes, the babies. Your friend Sayaka, she DM'd me your phone number on my video channel. Senna said, have babies. Name the first one after me. Sayaka. Our friendship hadn't changed, but she had decided to move forward with her own path. Thank you,
す
Sayaka.
ぐに連絡しようと思ったんだけど、壊れたスマホしか持ってないし。
I wanted to call you right away, but I only had my old broken cell phone.
で、今日の午前中に新しいのを買って、その足で来たってわ
So, today I bought a new one on my
け。
way
俺の番
here.
号登録しておいて。
Make sure you put my number in your contact. She's like, Mary, Mary. I'll save it as Mary, Mary. I teased him back for scaring me earlier.
ならあんたのことはメリーさんの助手って入れておくわ。
In that case, I'll have to put you down as Mary's little helper. I don't do that. I gotta go. I'm starting stream soon. I'm happy I managed to catch your stream and see Best Boy. It's glad seeing you, Lou. I'll probably raid you if you're gonna be on longer because I'll be here for a few more hours. I thought back on those mysterious days. The day when I met someone so important to me. There were scary things too, things I wouldn't be able to forget. All those things had changed me. They'd made me the person I am
それ
today.
じゃあ行こ
Bye, lovies. Enjoy your stream. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. So, shall we
う。会え
go?
てなかった分、あんたに飢えてるから。覚悟して。
What ghost are you planning to conquer next? Kuraha. Yeah, Kuraha. But I probably won't actually get to his route today. We'll probably just get close to starting his route today. Yeah. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. Hope you're ready. You bet. So began the start of our new life together. Together no matter what. This is the best ending. That was the best ending. New every day, new beginning. It's so cute. I pressed A, meaning to hit enter on my
こ
keyboard.
んな
Look,
未来があるって想像もしてなかった。
such a hopeful
また
ending.
人生が始ま
Yeah,
って隣にあんたがいて。
I
よくで
can't
き
wait
すぎてい
because
て
it's a
怖
part
いくら
that
い。
makes me laugh so much.
これか
Oh,
ら新しく作っていこう。
intriguing.
俺たちだけの道を。
I
あんたと
never
二人なら何でもできそう。
imagined this kind of future. My life starting again with you by my side. It's too perfect. It's almost scary. Let's make our own new path going forward, the two of us. With you, I feel like we can do anything. Ha! Okay, so the real question I have before I start the next route. Do we do what I did last time, where I had 3 different saves as I progressed? Or do we focus specifically on Kuraha, and then next time we'll focus specifically on Hibiki? And that way, I start the story over each time. Does that make sense? Because we had a lot of saves. There was a lot of moving parts last time. What works easiest for you? I mean, they both work, but I feel like it was confusing people. Because like, oh, that's very interesting. Let's go back to chapter 3. It gets confusing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was all like, hear me out. All right, so to get to their route, we need to talk to my sister Subasa, or was it escape reality? Escape reality leads to... Okay, it's talk to my sister Subasa. We're gonna go talk to my sister Subasa. We were bouncing back from each guy. Yeah, I felt like it was getting confusing because I was just like, all right, let's do this. We'll go this way and then this way. Watch this. Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. How'd you know? Prologue. I did it straight through each route and it flowed better. I think that's what we're gonna do. That just makes it easier. And then between Kuraha and Hibiki's start, I'll do the insanity ending to see what it looks like. Focusing is easier. Yeah. All right. I took out my phone and sent a message to my sister. Hey, yo, are you coming home late today? She read it right away. I have been on a hiatus since 2 Fridays ago from playing video games. Oh, Ray finished the game, but way before me. Yeah, Ray just like went, you guys are gonna beat me. And then Ray's like, actually, I'm going to call in sick from work for the next week, and I'm not going to put this game down until I'm done. I assume that's how it happened. I believe. I'll be heading home soon. Want me to pick you up something? Actually, I was hoping to talk with you. Do you have time? Oh, how about we meet near the station? All right, I'll let you know when I get there. Good, good. I'll head to the station.
よお疲れ
I wish I could do the same. I got burnt out. Work is tiring, so this honestly is my escape from work. I like this. I like this a lot. How's it going? Not too bad. Sorry, I know you must be tired from work.
水臭いこと言うなって
Come on.
あんたが相談してくるなんて珍しいからちょ
Don't
っ
be
と
like
嬉しい
that.
かも
It's not every day my little sister asks for advice. I'm actually kind of flattered.
いつも頼ってくれないから少しいや結構寂しいんだぞ
You don't lean on me like you used to. It makes me a little lonely, you know? Actually, it makes me a lot lonely. I had no idea she felt that way. It made me feel a little
そ
sad.
れじゃどっか入るか喫茶店でいい
You want to find a place to sit down? How about a cafe? I'm okay with just a walk. I want to head home right after we talk. I knew Mom would be there, and I didn't want to miss my chance like yesterday. My sister nodded, and we started walking. Sis's outfit, yeah, no, she's a look. After our talk, we found ourselves at the beach.
進路のプリントね懐かしい響きだな
The old career path survey, huh? That takes me
って
back.
ことはやっぱり母さんのあれは勘違いってことか
Her outfit is like those Playboy bunnies without a sweater. What is Koharu? The cow character from Fruits Basket? I've been at work since 6 a.m. today. Then afterwards, I have to find a gown for a gala. I'm burnt out with life. If only I could be a living ghost. You're going to a gala though? That sounds exciting. Why have you been at work since 6 a.m.? What? Why? I guess that means you're not exactly in love with Mom's plan. Yeah. Also, my classmates seem so certain about their future. I'm sure there are others out there who don't know exactly what they want to study or what job they want, but I don't even know if I want to go to college, and it's really stressing me out. I've been recovering from a double ear infection. Did you go swimming a lot? Lord, the sleep I didn't get. Escaping life? Is it like a Sarah Maas? Is that it? Sarah J. Maas? I don't think I have a book first nearby. Is it like that? Is it a night court gala? What is it? What kind of gala we go into? What do you think I should do? Where should I go? My sister gazed at me thoroughly for a while before she
進路を
spoke.
決めるよりも先に母さんを説得するのがいいんじゃないかな
Before you decide what you want to do, you need to talk to Mom. I was going to say, I have. We went to a Halloween party last night that we threw. And we had this cake, which is, what's your favorite scary movie? And we all put in... I thought we were going to do it like where we actually made a TikTok video. Nobody else wanted to do that. So we put a bunch of skewers in with our favorite bad boys. And then I dressed as Sam. Did I take a photo by myself? I don't wanna oust my friends. Here I am. I'm Sam from Man, the light in this room, apparently I just get bleached out. Okay, well, there's a photo on my screen. You can't see it, but it's real. I didn't go swimming. I just randomly woke up with pain. Did you go to the doctor at least? But that's my escape. I went to a Halloween party. So are you decide what you need? what to do, you need to talk to mom.
だって母さんがあんな調子じゃ落ち着いて悩むこともできないだろ。
I mean, with mom in the state that she is in, I don't think you'll be able to calm down and think clearly about what you really want. You might be right about that.
そうかもじゃなくてそうなんだよ。あんたの
Not
顔
that I might
今
be
もだ
right.
けど
I
昨日
am
も
right.
ひどかったぞ。
You've been carrying this anxious look on your face since yesterday. Seriously.
うんそんなに。母さんが成銀大の話した時こんな顔してたぞ。
My sister and brother used to get ear infections all the time. I used to get ear infections all the time, but it used to be because I went swimming like every other day. I'm better, but my ears got so swollen the meds couldn't go in. Oh my god. At IKEA walking? What are you getting at IKEA? Wait. Had to go to the hospital. Oh my god. Dude. Yes, really. Yesterday when mom mentioned Seiyan University, you looked like this. As she spoke, my sister smushed her hands against her face and pulled the skin down in a droopy motion. I couldn't help but laugh. Quit joking around.
悪い。あんたが沈んだ顔してると笑わせたくなっちゃうんだよね。
Did you get the meatballs? That is an important question. Did you get the cranberry sauce? Did you get the mashed potatoes? Honestly, I haven't had IKEA food in so long. That sounds delicious right now. Sorry, I just wanted to help you turn that frown upside down, girl.
愛しの妹には笑っていてほしいじゃん。
With a sister as adorable as you, I just want to see you smile, sis. Her concern warmed my heart, but I also felt guilty for worrying
で
her.
も安心した。あんた小さい時から他人を気にして
Did you get
自分
the
のことは後回しだったから。
Baja shark? There's a Baja shark? What's that look like? Seriously, don't fret. You'll always put others first, even when you were little.
進路も無理して母さんに合わせるんじゃないかって心配だったんだ。
Honestly, I was more worried that you'd just go along with mom's plan to try and keep her happy. She was exactly right. I had been trying to convince myself to go along with what my mom wanted. I knew that with all of these worries, I was in no place to make decisions. It's the shark plushie? Okay, but is it like just a normal shark? Like what kind of shark is it? Is it cute? Does it have feet? No meatballs, just got here. I can't think of an IKEA collection I want right now. Let me see. Anything in this room that's made by IKEA? Technically this over here, this table, this is IKEA. Some of those ones with little squares. Yeah. Back when you decided what you wanted to do, how did you convince mom?
ああ、あれか。母さんとめちゃくちゃ揉めたな。
Try not to yawn. About that, mom and I had a big fight about it. I seem to remember some of that as well.
アパレル業界なんてやめときなさい。
でしょでしょ。
I don't hear any more about this fashion nonsense.
私はあなたにもっと人を救うようなそんな生き方をしてほしいのよ。
I want you to... Why does my straw feel like it's... corroding? Is that an option for that? I want you to do something that helps people. That's the kind of life I want for you. Whenever my sister talked about her future, my mom would always respond with disgust. Eventually, though, she gave up. Now she didn't talk about that anymore.
私の時はさ、力技みたいなもんだったよ。
For me, I think it was just about forcing the issue, you
服
know?
飾の専門学校のパンフレットを母さんのベッドやカバン、ありとあらゆるところに忍ばせたな。
I would do things like put pamphlets for fashion school in mom's bed or in her bags. I was like some kind of pamphlet
あ
ninja.
と、スマホのメッセージに服飾への熱い思いを毎日10回以上送ってみたりもしたっけ。
After that, I do things like send her 10 plus messages a day about the fashion and design I was into, things like that. Really? She really did all
も
that.
う立ち向かうしかなかったからさ。ノイローゼになるんじゃないかってくらい母さんにアピールしたんだよね。
You just have to be strong and face it. I just kept bringing it up to her to the point that it became like an obsession for me.
そうしたらこうよ。
I kept at it and here I am. She then tapped her chest with pride. I am trying to cross my legs. You can Ugh, struggling though. That is so like you, sis.
あんだけ熱烈アピールしたか
So
ら
sis of you.
医学部へ行かせても真面目に学ばないって分かったんじゃない？
Make an appeal like that, and mom will realize that even if she forces you to go to medical school, she can't make you study. I guess if she thought that she'd see the whole thing was a waste of time. I understood how my sister managed to convince our mom, but I knew I couldn't act like that. After all, I still didn't know what I wanted to do in the first place.
後に残ったあんたには申し訳なく思ってる。私の時より当たりが強いからさ。
Actually, I always felt bad for you after I left. You were always so much more submissive to mom than I was. Don't worry, it's not your fault. My sister merely stared back at me, a bitter smile on her face. I had a feeling there was nothing I could say. Do you ever think mom's like this because of, what happened to dad? My sister nodded
父
back
さ
at
んの
me.
ような人になってほしいんだろうね。立派な医者にさ。
She wants us to become someone like dad, who was a truly great
母
doctor.
さんは多分父さんのことを
The thing is, when it comes to dad, a thing about mom is when it comes to dad. When it comes to dad, what?
いや、なんでもない。
Nothing. Forget I said anything. You just focus on you, boo. I wonder what she was gonna say. My sister always spoke her mind. It was odd to hear her pull back like that.
母さんを説得するのは私も手伝うから。いや、手伝わせてほしい。
I'll help you convince mom. Let your big sis give you a hand. That's okay. I think I need to do this on my own.
またそうやって一人で抱え込んで。
There you go again. You do that, and you'll just get wrapped up in your own thoughts again. I won't. Besides, you've got enough to worry about with your job, right? By the way, I'm looking forward to seeing the new store's layout. From inside my pocket, my phone began to ring, interrupting our conversation. I took out my phone to see it was a message from mom. She's asking what time I'll be home. I guess we should head back.
そうだな。なあ、母さんの説得だけど、難しかったらちゃんと言えよ。
If things don't go well with mom, be sure to let me know, okay? Right, thanks. I just gotta do my best. I did my best to put on a smile, but the concerned frown on my sister's face remained unchanged. I knew it would be hard to convince my mom on my own, but I was determined to do my best. This was my future after all, and I couldn't rely on my sister for something like this. As we walked home, the area around us grew darker. With the two of us alone, we engaged in idle conversation.
そういえばあんた、昨日焦って帰ってきたじゃん。さやかに怪談話を聞いたとかなんとか。
By the way, you sure came home in a hurry yesterday. You mentioned something about ghost stories and Sayaka told you.
あれ、どんな怪談話だったんだよ。
What kind of ghost story was it? That was another topic I wasn't exactly eager to discuss. I was still a little spooked by everything that had happened yesterday, but knowing my sister, if I try to brush her off now, she'll just keep bringing it up. It was about the 7 wonders at our school. One of those is about a ghost named Katakata.
ああ、それなら知ってる。殺人鬼の男の話だろ。切り
I know
殺
that
され
one.
るっていうやつ。
The cold-blooded killer, right? The one that cuts people to bits, right? My sister had also gone to Narimigahama High School, so it made sense she would know the story.
あんなの怖いうちに入らないって。それよりも引きずり鏡とか保健室の少女の方が怖くない？
That one's not even scary. The really creepy ones are Grasp of the Mirror and the Girl in the Nurse's Office. Girl in the Nurse's Office, one of Narimigahama's high school 7 wonders, a spirit who kindly approaches you when you're sleeping in the nurse's office. If you let your guard down and listen to her, it's rumored that she will take you to the world of the dead. I had heard of the girl in the nurse's office story from Sayaka before, but since I hardly ever went to the nurse's office, that one didn't really bother me much. I haven't heard the Grasp of the Mirror one. I ended up immediately regretting what I said. I looked at my sister walking beside me and found her face lit up with excitement. I've done it.
まあ、なんてことないって。
I love the creepy, it's just a rumor, but
1階と2階の間、階段の踊り場があるだろ。そこの壁の全身鏡が引きずり鏡。
On the school staircase between the first and second floor, there's a mirror. They call it the grasping mirror. Yeah, I pass by it all the time.
大丈夫だって。鏡に手を触れなければな。
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. As long as you don't touch the mirror, that is. What happens if you touch the mirror?
タイトル通りになるってこと。鏡の中から手が出てきて引きずられて終了。
Well, it's just like the title says. A hand will come out from the mirror and drag you in. That's the last anyone will ever see of you.
昔、成見ヶ浜高校に通っていた生徒があの辺りで自殺したらしいんだよね。
Sis knows ghost stories. I'm surprised.
いじめ
Well,
が
this
原因だったかな。
so this is a very common thing with Japanese like school stories. Is there's the seven wonders and it's always like ghost story tie-ins. She went to the same school, so she knows the same seven wonders. Long ago at Narimigahama High School, they say there was a boy who killed himself there. He was bullied or something. Anyways.
それで、なんだっけ。とりあえず階段の2階に縄くくって1階めがけてダイブして。
Oh right, yeah. They said he tied a rope on the second floor and what was it? Jumped, I think. All right, that's enough. If you can't get the details down, it's not scary at all. Unlike Sayaka's ghost stories, my sister's stories was vague and full of ums and I think. When it comes to ghost stories, Sayaka reallys are the best. It made sense given how into the occult Sayaka was. Either way, when I go by the mirror tomorrow, I'll just be extra careful. That'd be me. You'd be like, and then you die? And they're like, wait, what? The next day, I put the survey I had in my bag and placed it inside a drawer in my desk. All that was written on it was my name. Fearing my mother might catch me working on it, I couldn't concentrate. Morning, you're early today. Morning, I got some things to take care of. I had been trying to find the right time to talk to my mom about everything, but couldn't find the right moment. Honestly, I can't just walk in IKEA. By the end of that walk, I'll have snacks, jam, kitchen equipment, and a plan to redo my room. Though not gonna lie, the IKEA near me gives me 15k steps and I didn't even notice. We've gotten better about not walking the show floor, but like every time we do, it's like an adventurecation. I'm like, look, this could be our bedroom if we just redid everything. That's why I never enter. Look, you get lost in an IKEA, okay? There's markers. It's like going to the zoo. In fact, my bed in my room is from IKEA. It's the one that pulls out into a full bed, but it's a twin otherwise because one, I like space. What else is in our house that's IKEA? We have some shelves that we keep our collectibles on. That's from IKEA. We bought a lot of stuff from IKEA. When we first moved here, we bought furniture from IKEA. IKEA sells fucking dreams, then takes your money. That's like the title of this chapter, and everyone's like, what? I woke up early today to try and talk to her about it then, but she had already left for work. There isn't one in my area, but I'm 100%. Me and my mom went, we'd be there for hours. Dude, yes, it's an adventure. So the IKEA, there's not an IKEA close to where I live. When we go to IKEA, it's a trip. But I usually don't eat at IKEA's food court because there is a Texas Roadhouse in like the same shopping plaza. So if we go to Texas Roadhouse and then we go to IKEA. And then I always end up going to the as-is section because I'm a girl who likes a deal. And I have found some good stuff in the as-is section. In fact, we have a giant picture in our hallway that we got from the as-is section for like less than half the price of the original price of it. So like, hot dog. I'm looking at a picture frame that's from IKEA right now. Like, we like IKEA. Ooh, it's in the living room. So one of my favorite artists, her name is Junko Mizuko. I don't want to say it wrong. Hang on, make it up. Did I do it right? Junko. Juko Mizuno. And she draws adorable characters. Sometimes they're nude, but I love her art so much. And a few years ago, she did a collaboration with IKEA, and she has this little glass figurine that's her art turned into glass, and it was like a very big special thing. There was like, I think 5 artists. I just wanted hers. I went and got it. It lives in my living room now. But sometimes they do cool stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't been to IKEA. Like when we go to IKEA, there's usually a reason. We're like, oh, we need this or that. Like we don't ever anymore just go to IKEA for fun. We used to go to IKEA for fun, but we usually go when we have like a plan. Like if there's they did a Halloween collection, I think last year or the year before. And I don't think we ended up getting anything from it because I think when we went there wasn't anything there. A while back they had like an Alice in Wonderland collection that they had made, and I bought a few pieces from that. I think Junko's the last time I remember going to IKEA intentionally. But yeah, it's a glass figure and I love it so much. I was so excited to get it and bring it home. Because honestly, Junko's art is expensive and it's worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just a poor girl and I love her art. So I was really excited to get that. I think it was still $30. Dang. But I love it. It's so cute. And I have a lot of her other stuff too. They make little vinyl figures of some of her art. I woke up early today to try and talk with her about it but she'd already left for work. Anyways, I can get so distracted by IKEA. I finally made up my mind to talk with her and it still didn't work out. I would play an Otome game that takes place in an IKEA. 100%. Are you okay? Sorry, I kind of spaced out. I can't deal with this anymore. As she groaned, Sayaka searched inside her bag and placed an energy drink on my desk. Drink this? Get yourself together, girl. Get yourself together, girl. Thanks. Sayaka stared back at me with a bitter smile on her face. Would you play an IKEA horror game? Yes, I would. I would. I'm going to be playing a bullet hell game soon. I don't know when, but I will be playing it. We'll see if I finish it. I probably won't. It's been a hot minute since I played a bullet hell game. There's just so much happening in those games at once, and it gives me anxiety. Whatever happens, if you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. Also, I do want to keep playing The Bridge Part 2. So I'll probably have another stream for that once I double check what my schedule looks like next week. Because 1, we have a haunted house we want to visit next week because Halloween. 2, work. And then 3, Halloween itself. With that, Sayaka returned to her seat. I'm afraid that that won't work with this time. I don't even have the courage to talk to her about all this. Before I knew it, the moment the voice stopped, my eyes rolled, my eyes got all blurry and my head shook. Then all at once my words went dark. My words? My world? My words and my world. World. Well, I put my elbows on the desk and laid my head down. Then the survey from before was totally blank. Yo. Dang, Asia's missing her puppy boy. Well, technically, Asia said she's got, I think, a red outfit planned for when we start his route, which means when we actually start his route, she'll be down, which will probably be Tuesday. I'm not lying to myself. I don't think I have a stream planned before Tuesday. Wait a minute. This is the survey, right? Suddenly my pocket began to vibrate and I jolted in response. Is that my phone? I took out my phone and saw Mom displayed on the screen. Hello? Do you have a minute? Hearing my mom's voice coming from the speaker, I began to calm down a bit. Hello? Can you hear me? Sorry, yeah, class just ended. I'm still in the classroom. What's up? I received a call from one of your teachers just now. It's about the career path survey. Why didn't you tell me about something so important? If I'm going to tell her, now's the time. The truth is my voice was shaking, but I continued. The truth is I don't want to go to Sagan University. I said it. However, the tension within me didn't ease. I was still scared of what my mother would say. That's how you feel. You should have told me earlier. We already signed you up for the Sagan University Open Campus Day. That's not a big deal. Which university would you be thinking of? Huh? I haven't decided if I even want to go to college, but I plan on trying to figure it out soon. I had never expected my mom to take the news so well. Why didn't I talk to her earlier? Wait, what? What are you saying? I just told you, I haven't decided if I want to go to school or start work. I don't know what I really want to do. Why are you saying all this now? Absolutely not. I will not accept this. When you said you didn't want to go to Sagan, I thought you meant you were thinking of going to a different medical school. So it's time to take Koyo's postcard out. Ooh, Koyo! And find Kodahe's. Kodahas. Oh no, he's the first one! I can't put his picture and have his chibi showing. It won't work. I'm gonna see if I can sit it in front of it. It might work. We'll discuss this later. The Sagan Open Campus on the first Saturday in October. Keep your schedule open. As for the career survey, bring it home with you today. We've got to fill it out and turn it in right away. Dude. Wait a minute. You can't just ignore how I feel about this. Says the girl who literally is like, I don't want to tell mom, I don't want to be. I had mine set outside nicely on the top of my bookcase, but my cat kept knocking it down, so now it's put away in my closet. You should build a shrine. And then here's Kuroha's card. Wait. It's so bright on here. Why is the lighting so wrong? Is it, my lighting's just wrong right now? It'll be like that. It'll work. It's kind of there. I should get some like tea light candles and like stream in the dark. Blue got her postcards. Yeah, Blue won. Thank you, Blue, for helping create the Who's Your Dede video by giving me suggestions and saying, not saying I don't want to be entered in the raffle. You can't just ignore how I feel about this. Also, I was thinking of doing a Google form if if you guys would like to receive a Christmas card from me. I think I can show this. Hang on. Wee. Okay. I got a package from Idea Factory. They had some issues finding this, so I wanted this for my panel. Woo. But I didn't, I just got it. So I asked them if they could send me some of the cards they were giving out during the IFI thing last year. So I know when I sent out gifts to y'all, I sent you guys some of these. So they put together like a package of a bunch of the cards. So these ones are they're just promo cards that they were handing out. So they're not like, let's What's that word again? What's that word again? They're not like, I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. Oh no, was there another one? There was another one. So they're not like postcards, but I was thinking I could buy some Christmas cards. And if you guys gave me your addresses in the Google form, I can send you a Christmas card and include some of these cards with it. I got them too late to do Halloween, which would have been honestly my pick, but so that might be something we do this year for Halloween. I might have to stick to US only, but I don't know. If I do a card only, it shouldn't be too bad. It's so cute. I know. They were like, "Do you still want them?" We finally found them. I was like, "Yes, please. I'll think of something." Halloweeny. I could get Krampus. What if I get Krampus Christmas cards? Hang on. I will send one to you, Prim. If it's a letter, it's gonna be a lot cheaper than it would be a the thing. I want to get cute stamps. I have a vision in my head already. I might try to make cards. I don't want to go too crazy, but I'll see what I can find. So, but yeah, I was thinking that might be something fun this year. You guys can get a Christmas card. Well, the holidays. You don't even know what you want, right? In that case, you will at least consider Sagan. You've always wanted to go there. I have not always wanted to go there, Mom. Why is she being so judgmental? Hurry home so we can talk about this in person. Wait, please listen to me, yo. She hung up on me. Why? Feeling totally numb, I hung up my phone. I stared down, stupefied, at the call log and noticed just how short our conversation had been. My mom wasn't a bad person. I knew she loved me, and she always did such a good job at taking care of me. But I feel like she's not interested in seeing me for who I really am. But you also don't know what you want. And I'm not over this. I'm not over her being like, my mom won't respect my wishes. And I don't have a dream. I often felt like my mother wasn't looking at me but past me. I knew that if I went against my mother here, if I tried to find my own way, I'd only disappoint her. I might as well just go to Sagan. Just as I felt the tears welling up in my eyes.
諦めないでと言ったはずです。
Don't give up. I told you, didn't I? A bright white light opened up before my eyes. I closed my eyes and was surrounded by a terrifying darkness, and my consciousness sank deeper and deeper. Was that my sweet boy? School Ghost Stories, Chapter 1! So much time that I had to put in here. Whoa. Leah, wake up!
ほら、遅刻するわよ。せっかく合格したのに、初日から台無しにするつもり？
Which one are we pining after now? It's gonna be Kuraha. We're gonna go for Kuraha. Come on, you're going to be late. You finally got accepted. So are you going to ruin all of it on the first day? Accepted?
まったく、寝ぼけているの？今日は入学式じゃない。
Are you still half asleep? It's the entrance ceremony
聖
today
銀大学のね。
for Sagan University. Ooh, my controller vibrated. I felt my pulse race through my entire body like I had just woken from a nightmare. We're going after daddy. More like grandpa. There was this really funny meme someone made about Twilight, and they're like, how long have you been 17? He's like, about 30 years. She's like, so you're like 47? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, oh. He's like, is there something wrong with that? She's like, I just thought you were like a couple hundred years old. He's like, is that better? And she's like, kinda. A dream? Feeling a bit relieved, I shook my head, trying to forget about the dream. Phew, that surprised me. Huh? I saw a red light shining from outside. I'm in the classroom. It was the usual classroom, but it felt like a completely different place. I couldn't hear anyone talking or other sounds. How did this happen? I'm sure I was getting ready to go home, and then I couldn't remember anything. It seems like I fell asleep somewhere along the way. How's it possible that I would fall asleep while getting ready to go home, though? Since I'm not at home yet, that seems implausible. Then why? Never mind that. I better just get myself home. I started gathering my things when I noticed a piece of paper on the desk. How did we end up here? We fell asleep. And we woke up here. What's this piece of paper? There's nothing on either side. Weird. Somewhere, suddenly something started to appear on the blank piece of paper. Honk. I dropped it in surprise, but it didn't stop. What is this? What's happening? The reddish black ink looked like blood dripping upon the page. It felt so raw and realistic. Yes, Papa, or Otsusama. Ojusama? I jumped up from my seat. I can't stay here, yo. I ran out of the classroom as fast as I could. I ignored how out of breath I was and continued running. I need to get out of here quick. Just as I thought that, I heard something echo from the silence. It was a metallic sound, something that didn't belong in school. It reflexively caused me to freeze. I knew what that sound was.
校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時、女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っていると、
New environment, run, don't be smart. Whenever a girl walks all alone in the hallway, basking in the glow of twilight, she hears that sound coming from somewhere. No. Kata kata? Kata kata? Kata kata? The sound of his sword dragging on the ground. Don't think about that right now. Which reminds me, my Hear Me Out cake, which was the What's Your Favorite Scary Movie, had Pyramid Head from Silent Hill on it. Because, I mean, honestly, why not? Don't think about that right now. Ooh, thank you. Did you make this? Okay. I was like, whoa! That you can, you have spam. But if you hear that sound, never ever turn around. I don't know if I can eat this. My sister has brought me spam mitsubi. If you haven't had this, it's spam wrapped with seaweed, and the spam is grilled and it has rice. And I don't know if I can successfully do this, but it's the perfect environment for it. Oh yeah. We have I'm pretty sure it's probably from Hawaiian Guys. I think that's what it's called. Or Ono Hawaiian. Have a lot of stuff on my table. I'm trying to find a way to set this down. I was frozen with fear and I couldn't move. The sound began to fade, but then I felt it right behind me. A cold breath blew by my ear. A chill enveloped my entire body. This was exactly like the other time. But if that were the case, I could just stay still and not turn around. That would make sure nothing would happen.
お前は誰だ
Hot take Hawaiian guys sucks. I don't know if I've had Hawaiian guys. I said it accidentally. I meant to say Ono Hawaiian, which I like their food. Who are you? My entire body jumped when I heard that voice. Why are you here? I'm also... What do I do? What do I do? Hydrate. The living can't hear me. I could feel the presence behind me move away. At the sound, grew fainter. Can't wait to see crazy guy in the mirror. Is it gone? I still couldn't bring myself to turn around, so I couldn't be sure, but I thought it left. I suddenly felt weak in the knees and plopped down on the ground. That was Katakata, right? The name came from the sound of the blade dragging on the ground. It was just like the rumors. But the difference from the rumors was that it talked to me even when I didn't turn around, which means it's not following its own rules. Why are all of these things happening to me in the first place? I encountered this creepy being not once but twice? How's that possible? It didn't talk to me the first time around, so maybe there's a chance it's all in my head. Either way, first things first, I need to get out of the school. I could figure everything else out there. I stood up and turned in the direction of the stairwell. Ah! I screamed and fell over backwards where I was just standing. There was a dark reddish stain near his abdomen as if he was bleeding, and he wore a blade around his waist. It's a flower, which he's my pinky, by the way. That's my pinky. That's what he is. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. The 3Gs. He stared at me with a pale face that no living person could have. Slay. He bickied the sad boy. Is that Katakata from earlier? But I didn't hear the blade. Was he waiting here for me? What am I supposed to do? In my panic state, I noticed him putting his hand towards his sword. Please don't kill me. My scream echoed through the hallway. Are you talking to me? I nodded numerous times as he stared down at me in total disbelief. You're the second of the living that's seen me. The second? Who's the first? But this is the first time I could actually communicate with someone. Your psychic powers must be very strong. Oh, was it Koyo? Could Koyo see him before he died? I'm pretty sure I'm not psychic. At least that's what I wanted to say, but I felt as though something was caught in my throat and I couldn't speak. I just shook my head instead. You don't have psychic powers? Promise this is a mess, yo. Like, oh wait, I have a towel. I'm good. I was like, I need like a napkin, because the seaweed is crumbling under my hand. Haha. It's probably due to the same strange place we're in. What exactly is this place? Everything suddenly turned red and all the living except you vanished. He suddenly seemed lost in thought. I watched him intently. He seemed somewhat different from what I had imagined. The uncertainty of when he might unseat that sword kept me on edge. Don't worry, this isn't for harming you. Can you read my thoughts? Is that something ghosts can do? Can you read my mind?
そのような表情で刀を見つめられればな。
No need to. The look on your face and the way you're staring at my sword told me everything. Suddenly, I felt very foolish. It's like he's teasing me.
とりあえず、今ここは聖者であるお前がいていい空間ではない。早く帰れ。
Regardless, this is no place for the living. You should go home as soon as possible.
外がどのようになっているのか、まだ確認していないが、ここよりはマシかもしれん。
I haven't taken a look outside yet, but it might be better than here. Is he worried about me? Little by little, my fears began to subside, though only just a little bit. Does this mean there's something abnormal about this place?
詳しくはわからんがな。いい雰囲気とは言えないだろう。
I can't say for sure, but whatever it is, it doesn't seem normal. The sense of foreboding was palpable, and Katakata's affirmation made it seem all the more sinister and unsettling. Katakata's right. I've got to find a way back home. Then I'll head back. Okay, watch me go. I stood back up and began to walk towards the stairs.
一人で平気か？怖いのであれば出口まで送るが。
Are you okay on your own? If you're scared, I could accompany you to the exit. Gonna save over these because these ones are already dedicated to Sina and him. Him being Koyo. Yeah, I'm scared. Oh, kawaii, help me. I could tell not just from his words, but also from the way he looked at me. I hate ads. I need to be a full member. I'm so sorry. Maybe he's a friendlier ghost after all. He's a friendly ghost. He's Casper. I couldn't quite let go of my fears. I'm sorry for being scared before. I would be very grateful if you could escort me to the entrance. He responded with an unexpected gentle smile, and I couldn't help but stare back at him. He's actually quite handsome. Like, wait, hi.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。
I'm quite used to being feared by the living. Don't worry about it too much.
それにしても断られる気がしていたからか。申し出を受けてくれて嬉しく思う。
I thought you were gonna refuse. I'm glad you didn't. I didn't think that he would be so pleased about it. Maybe letting him accompany was the right choice.
出口までお前をしっかりと護衛しよう。心配するな。向か
Senpai.
ってくる者はこの刀で追い払おう。
He's so real with me. That was a lot more font than you thought he would talk longer, right? I'll protect you until we reach the exit. Fear not, my sword will deter anyone who aims to threaten you. That sword seems pretty dangerous, so how about we just hide it somewhere? Hide if someone comes our
お
way.
前がそう言うならそれで行こう。怖がらせてしまってはいけないからな。
Grim, why are you so pleased? Also, if you've never had cooked spam before, you should try it. It's great. If that's what you prefer, I wouldn't want to cause you any more anxiety. Thank you. After encountering her, the living soul, we set out towards the entrance. I stole a glance at her as we walked side by side. I felt somewhat anxious since this was my first time walking alongside a member of the living. I had to be careful not to frighten her. She had no idea what that I had observed her in the corridor just the other day. Remember when Casper's human friend died and then they became ghost friends forever and it was all happy, sappy, dappy that as children it didn't click right away? Which version of Casper are you referring to? I'm thinking of the live action movie with the actress from the Addams Family. And her dad dies in that one. I heard the rumor of Kata Kata when I was walking around at dusk. That rumor again. Huh? Peering into the classroom, I saw her absorbed in her friend's tale. Seeing her grow pale upon hearing that story, I gritted my teeth, feeling mortified. That's not who I am, but I'm not scary, so I guess it's alright. I wish that I could say that, but of course she couldn't hear my voice. And just when I decided to leave,
ホラー話あるあるで考察して楽しむってわけ。ねえ、あなたならどう考える？
but you get to that there's a lot of horror stories. Besides, it's fun to come up with your own reason. Why do you think he doesn't remember? I don't know, I just feel bad for him. Since he died, he's been wandering, searching for his memories. It's sad. I've seen students getting worked up about my rumors, yet I've never seen anyone be so thoughtful and caring. Even knowing my voice couldn't reach her, I felt compelled to speak to her. I wanted to express my gratitude, and instead I terrified her and she ran all the way home. Even if I couldn't get through to her, I tried to find her around the school. I just wanted to see her.
話せて嬉しく思う。逃げ出さないでくれてありがとう。
I'm glad we had a chance to talk like this. Thank you for not running away. Please, I should be the one thanking you. I'm so grateful to get to you for escorting me like this. Her slight smile was enough to warm my heart. That is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see someone smile at me, not look at me with fear in their eyes. I smiled slightly and hoped she didn't see it. Her little loafers.
いつの間にか眠っていて、起きたらこうなっていたか。
You fell asleep and when you woke up the world had become like this. Yeah, I still can't remember why I fell asleep. As we were heading to the school entrance, we discussed what happened leading up to my encounter with Kata Kata. According to him, he was simply walking in the hallway when everything around him suddenly shifted. Casper, the friendly ghost. What caused this? And how is it I'm speaking with a ghost right now? I noticed something stir around the corner and glance that way. The mirror on the wall seemed to reflect something that wasn't really there. Ah! Startled, I stumbled and went crashing down to the ground.
すまない。助けようにも触れることができないのでな。
I'm sorry, I wish I could help you, but I can't touch you. It's all right. There was an episode where he made a human friend that wasn't afraid of him. I guess I didn't watch that much of the actual TV show. I watched a few episodes as a kid, but I don't remember that. But I remember the live action because I watched that a lot. Or, well, it's only one movie. I watched it though. And I guess they kind of had a similar premise in it. I looked up, the mirror was in front of me. Oh, this must be... I haven't heard of the grasp of the mirror one.
1階と2階の間、階段の踊り場があるだろ。そこの壁の全身鏡が引きずり鏡。
On the school staircase between the first and second floor, there's a mirror. They call it the grasping mirror. I pass by it all the time.
大丈夫だって。鏡に手を触れなければな。
I wouldn't worry as long as you don't touch the mirror. It doesn't show his death, but he comes up to Casper and tells him they'll be friends forever. I feel like we're trapped in IKEA. You know what? Walked in circles, can't find an exit. Look for a shortcut. They're like hidden in the corners. I witnessed an unbelievable scene that made my entire body freeze. I thought you meant in this game because they're walking down hallways. I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. But like his tie is pretty. I like the flowers. Yeah, I like the flowers too. We came to the conclusion they're orchids last time because I was like, oh, that looks like a pansy, but I was wrong. The coldness from the mirror seeped into my hand, or perhaps that was his body temperature.
嘘。どうして手に聖者の手に
No
触
way,
れられるなん
how?
て
Your hand, I can touch the hand of the living?
もしかして僕のこと見えてるんですか
I wonder what that flower represents. Ooh, that's a good point. I mean, they all have flower motifs. Trying to think. I don't know. Could it be that you can see me? The fear that was so overwhelming that I couldn't find the words to
見えて
speak.
ないかなまあどっちでもいいや
Maybe you can't see me. It doesn't matter either way. Prim says, Jay, just hug the walls. Siena's was all his chest. Yeah, his was yellow on his chest. And then Koyo had the hot arm tattoo. Seiya has it running up the side of his face. Kuraha technically has the red on his kimono. Hibiki has the tattoo on his neck, but he has the flower on this too. You'll find an exit sooner or later. We believe in you. Whom else? Whom else can I think of right now? Oh, I have names. What am I doing? I have names and I've said, oh wait, I just remembered and I forgot again. Yukimato, his is like his entire kimono. I don't think he had a mark on his body. And then Haru had it on his eye. So they all have markings on them. It's great. It's a great time. But his grip tightened, my heartbeat quickened. And then in the next moment...
怖いけど大丈夫自分で死ななきゃ
I'm scared, but it's okay. I have to die. What's that? A sharp pain shot through my head as my vision momentarily blurred.
このぬくもり暖かくて
This warmth is strangely comforting. His voice snapped me back to reality. Alright, so this is not... We're not going after Hibiki yet. So we're gonna do the not Hibiki answer. Which should be not being affectionate with him. I don't want to be pulled in. With that thought, I tensed up and the figure from inside the mirror let go. Because of the suddenness with which he let go of me, I fell backwards and Katakata caught me. Thank you.
すぐに助けてやれなくてすまない。
Not at all. Sorry I wasn't there sooner. He caught me. He said he couldn't help me up earlier. Are we sure we're not going with the boy first? I mean, Grandpa's been there a while now. So is he, when you think about it. Look at his school uniform. That's not a modern day uniform. When he finished speaking, he turned to glare at the mirror. With that, the figure in the mirror vanished.
おい、
Gone.
逃げるな。
Don't run away. He released my hand, then reached towards the mirror. His hand stopped atop the cool glass.
もしかしたらと思ったが、やはり入れないか。
I thought I could go inside, but I guess not. Katakata muttered, looking somewhat embarrassed, then turned to face me again.
大丈夫か？
Yeah, right? Yeah. Thanks for catching me. I should have gotten away sooner, but I was just too afraid.
聖者からすれば無理もないことだ。自分ではない誰かが映っていたら、気味が悪くて仕方ないだろ
It's understandable for the living, seeing someone else in the mirror can be rather unnerving at first. Right, right. Took a quick glance at the mirror. The boy in the mirror was frightening, but more than that, I thought I heard a strange voice for a moment. What was that? I'm relieved from my headache disappearing quickly. I definitely don't want to feel that again.
それにしても、お前の体温は罪だな。
Your warmth is so tempting. Huh?
その肌に直接触れたら、俺もあのようになるのだろうか。
If I touch your skin, I might react the same way he did. Ooh-hoo. Touch, touch, touch. Seeing his sudden look, I quickly stood up and stepped away from him, like, whoa, let's go. We're nearly at the entrance, friend. Guess I should stay on my toes. I'm anything but warm, sir. Like, listen, I have a blanket on me all the time. I am so cold. We made our way down the stairs and finally reached the entrance. No way! Why won't it open? I tried unlocking the door, but it remains shut. This can't be happening. I have to get out of here. I'm like snow with how cold I am. Like you will get frostbite if you touch me. In desperation, I pounded on the
まさか
door.
とは思ったが、俺も戸に手がついたぞ。
Interesting. It seems I'm able to touch this door as well. Kata looked puzzled. Feeling defeated, I turned to him. What's going on?
あ、いや、先ほどからおかしいとは思っていてな。鏡の前でのことだ。
I've been noticing some odd things lately, like that incident with the mirror.
通常、幽霊は聖者に触れられない。それなのに、お前に触れられただろ。俺も、あの鏡の中のものも。
Normally, ghosts can't touch the living, yet I seem able to interact with you. Same goes for the thing in the mirror. As a living being, interacting with people and objects was totally normal. I never realized it could be different. When I fell over, he said he couldn't help me up because he couldn't touch me. That means he's also shocked to see me interacting with the figure in the mirror.
もしや物にも触れられるかと思い、戸にこうして手を伸ばしたらこの通りだ。
Look at the smile. I suspect something has changed here, so I reached out and I was able to touch the door. He seemed rather amused by all of this. I couldn't share his enthusiasm.
すまない。お前が絶望しているというのに、一人楽しんでしまっていた。
I'm sorry, you're probably quite upset by all this. And here I am enjoying myself. I can feel things. Don't worry about me. This is my problem after all. You, on the other hand, can be elated while I am disappointed. Two things can happen here. What am I supposed to do? I can't seriously be locked up inside this school, right? I had a feeling that I'd go crazy if I really had to stay here until morning. Maybe I should see what the situation looks like outside. $2.3K steps walked at IKEA. You're only halfway done, Jay. Keep going. As I peered out the window, a surreal sight awaited me. The familiar scenery was gone, replaced by an endless darkness. Just looking at it made me feel as though I was being pulled into the abyss. You escaped? What did you buy? The eerie drizzle of rain sounded like whispering echoes through the frozen glass. I pressed my face against the window in an attempt to see more. A red moon? The audacity! The blood-red moon hung in the dark void as rain continued to fall from the cloudless sky. I was so focused on leaving earlier that I hadn't noticed my surroundings.
まさかここまでとは思ってもみなかったな。
We were browsing and we'll come back another day with the truck. That's smart. I hadn't realized things had changed this much. Kata joined me at the window. Is this even real? She doesn't even die in this route, huh? I wonder how that's gonna play out. To be fair, in the other two routes that we haven't started yet, because I've played the first chapter in all of them, The first one we played is the only one where she dies. Everything else is her being spirited away. So this one, she's spirited away. The other one, she's spirited away. And the last one, she doesn't go anywhere, actually. She's just normal. It's impossible. I've never seen anything like this. The hidden realm. The hidden realm? This is the realm of the dead.
俺は心残りがあって学校に留まっている身だから詳しくはわからないが
I've stayed in this school due to my lingering regrets in life.
閣僚には赤い月が浮かんでいると聞いたことがある
I've heard rumors that the moon in the hidden realm is red. But this place, isn't this just part of the school in the real world?
ああだから俺にもわからなくてなどうして学校が閣僚のような世界になっているのか
Which is why I'm puzzled. Why has the school become trapped inside the hidden realm? Maybe the whole school was swallowed up by the world of the dead? Saying it out loud sent chills down my spine. She's like, oh, that's an idea, but also that's an idea. I'm not dead, right?
それが丸ごとではないんだ
It's not the entire
お
place.
前を発見するまでにいろいろな場所を回ったのだが
I explored other areas before
校
finding
舎の
you.
離れは空間が遮断され足を踏み入れることができなくなっていたんだ
The buildings detached from the main one seemed to be cut off. I couldn't get anywhere near them. Overwhelmed or maybe just numb from all the strange things I've seen, I merely listened. I didn't even have the urge to scream. My mind was hazy, unable to process it all. I felt a pat on my shoulder.
手分けして出口を探そうきっとあるはずだ
I assumed that him catching her in this moment is him not actually getting, like, he's not actually touching her skin. Does that make sense? He's like feeling her clothes. Because he got kind of creepy when he touched our hand in the last one. Let's split up and look for an exit. There's gotta be a way out of here
お
somewhere.
前と出会ったのも何かの縁無事に帰れるよう協力しよ
Keep yawning, sorry. Perhaps it's fate we met here. I'll do whatever it takes to help you find your way home. You know what terrifies me? The fact that I fit a bookshelf, a desk, a vanity, and a kitchen table and chairs in a Hyundai Elantra, which is why I can never go to IKEA again. I don't need a truck. We had to borrow a friend's car once, because we didn't have a big enough backseat for all of this stuff. So we were like, hi, can I steal your car for the day? And they're like, I guess. His kind words brought tears to my eyes. Kata kata. I really shouldn't be crying at my age. He gave me a small smile and gently
う
patted
そ
my head.
のカラカラさんというのはやめてもらえないか
Speaking of which, could you stop calling me kata kata?
生徒からそう呼ばれ慣れてはいるがあまり気に入っていなくてな
I know all the students refer to me by that, but I don't particularly like that name.
というかあれはただの噂名であって本来の名ではない
Cars, yummy. Yummy, are you a car gal? Are you a car person, Prim? Are you made of car, Prim? The name comes from the rumor after all. It's not my real name. You have a real name? Whoa, you just weren't always a dead guy?
おいおい俺は生まれながらの幽霊ではないぞちゃんと生前の名がある
No, but one day you're gonna become a car person? Whoa. Of course I do. I wasn't always a ghost. I had a name when I was alive. Oh, right. Sorry. What was your name?
俺の名は
What is, not was. She did not use past tense. I did. My name is Kuraha. Kurahe. Huh?
俺の名はクレハだ
Kuraha. Okay. Sexually attracted to I like the typo because we kept having that issue where they kept being cars instead of cats, and they're like, oh man, it's reversed now. Imagine driving a car via VR to get groceries. Honestly, why not? Kudaha, nice to meet you.
あ
I'm
お前は名乗らなくていい。このような状況で名を口にすれば呪い殺されかねないからな。
I blame autocorrect. They're like, there's no way you'd be sexually attracted to a car. Blue must mean cats. That's not weird at all. No need to tell me your name. Saying it here might leave you cursed and cause you to die. Huh? His alarming words made tears and warm feelings instantly vanish.
怖がらせてすまない。だが、他の霊が聞いていたら呪い殺される道具になるかもしれないんだ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you, but if other ghosts were to hear your name, they could use it to curse you. Can you really be cursed just by revealing your name to someone? You can in that
名は
book I'm
命を
reading.
授かってから最初に送られる。それはそのものを形作る大切なもの。
Names are given at birth. They're a defining part of what makes you who you are.
この状態の学校から出るまでは名を口にするな。俺にもだ。
Don't say your name until you're out of this school, not even to me. Got it. Thanks for the warning. In the real world, introductions were a polite way to get to know somebody, but here it could spell out the end of you. I quickly dawned on me how strange this place I found myself was.
では早速出口を探すとしよう。図書室の方から見ていくか。
Let's find that exit. I'll check the library. Right, I think I'll be fine on my own, so how about we split up?
平気なのか？
Are you sure about that?
他の幽霊に遭遇したら、卒倒する可能性もあるというのに。
I'm afraid you might pass out if you run into another ghost. I guess it makes sense he thinks that. Kudaha had helped me a great deal up to this point. I'm scared, but I need to at least try to do this on my own. What'll he call the MC? Little bird, pigeon, Pidgeot in case he's a Pokemon fan, Koyo, porcupine, something else. I can't say I'm at ease going on my own, but I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
そうか。それ
Some
なら
parts
何
be
かあれば
looking
叫ん
mighty
でくれ。
fly. Living so, just LS for short. Just holler if you need me, I'll come running. He's like, real person, living person. I've never understood how guys can do that back turn with a car. Oh, you mean when they put their hand over here and then they turn their body? Like... I can't think of great alternative titles for us. I mean, you have to find different things for R.I.P. So instead of rest in peace, it's really into poltergeist. Really into poltergeist. That's what R.I.P. stands for. When they do the slide turn to look at another booty, I don't think I've ever seen that happen in real life, honestly. I'll try not to cause you too much trouble, Kudaha. With that, I began searching the first floor, as there didn't seem to be any point in looking much more into the second. Kudaha said if we were on the same floor, he could get to me more quickly if something happened. He was quite considerate towards me, and I felt very lucky that Kudaha was the first ghost I encountered. We decided that Kudaha would search the library and I would check the nurse's office. After seeing me safely inside the office, Kudaha headed to the library. Having him watch over me had calmed me down a little. Let's do this. I'll start with the windows. To the windows! All the windows were sealed shut, as though they were never designed to be open. Like, can I get out of here? Sitting on the bed, I noticed a scrape on my knee when I fell. Oh gosh. Roasted in potatoes. But like, that means that you're inside the potato. Like, that's a very interesting way to be cooked. I'm so hungry, don't tempt me. Robbery inside pantry. Oh my god. That's a good one. That's a good one. I would like to be in a roasted potato. I mean, imagine the size of said potato. So much happened. I forgot all about this. Oh wait, I was gonna read this again. I said it wrong. I noticed a scrape on my knee from when I had fallen earlier. So much happened. I forgot all about this. Looks like it's still bleeding. Seeing as I was in the nurse's office, I figured I might as well try to treat the wound. Where's the disinfectant? I rarely came to the nurse's office, so I wasn't sure where anything was. I can't find it. Maybe it's on another shelf.
はい、これよ。
Here you are. Oh, thank you. Ah! I hadn't realized the girl was standing right beside me.
大きな声ね。それだけ元気なら足の傷は大丈夫そう。でも消毒はしておいた方がいいわ。
Nobody wants to be a turducken. That would be even... What would you even shove a human in? A casket, typically. This actually just reminded me of something. My friend, so we were at my Halloween party with my friends. One of my friends is a veterinarian, like, receptionist. And she was making notes for the reason they had brought a cat in. And the person said, yeah, my cat's really addicted to human tuna. And it's a problem instead of cat food. But she couldn't get past the word human tuna because, like, what? It's not how tuna works. It's just tuna. But human tuna, she was like, it was like in her brain all day that day. To the point that she even asked the doctor if they should change the notes to not say human tuna because, like, that's just tuna. You're loud. But if you're able to yell like that, you must be feeling okay still. You should clean it. Yeah, human tuna. She was, like, ruminating on it.
それにしても、こうして物をつかめたり、聖者に話しかけられるなんて不思議。
Human chicken. It's so odd being able to touch things and talk to someone who is alive. The ghost's girl smile made me freeze again. There's another ghost here. Wait, isn't the girl in the nurse's office one of the school's 7 wonders? I was still too surprised to recall all of the details. Seeing as she's here, this must be her.
私が幽霊だから驚いているのね。
Startled by a
あなたに
ghost?
危害を加えることは
Don't
ないわ。
worry, I won't hurt you.
さあ、そこに座ってちょうだい。
Come
手当
sit
てしてあ
down.
げるから。
I'll help you clean your wound. No, it's okay, thanks.
それはどちらの意味なの？
You don't want help treating it? I can manage. It's not that bad. Enough for disinfectant. I'll be going now. Excuse me. I tried to leave, but she pulled me
ダ
back.
メよ。ばい菌でも入ったら大変だもの。さあ、こちらへ来て。
She's so full of mystery. Hopefully, I don't know if this is the route where you learn about it, but I don't picture her showing up in the other 2 routes, so I feel like it has to be. You can't have germs getting in the wound. Come here. I'm fine, really. She's like, come sit down. And she insisted pulling me to the bed. I can't believe I'm getting first aid from a ghost. I felt weak for not being able to resist her grip on me. Who knows what she'll do if I try to resist any further. I should just let her treat me and get out of here.
もう他の幽霊にはあったかしら。
Met any other ghost? Yeah.
おかしな世界になってしまったわよね。赤い月なんてまるで隔離用だわ。
I'm moving stuff around on my desk, sorry. Everything's so strange. The red moon makes this place look like the hidden
さ
realm.
っき窓を調べていたようだけれど、きっとどこを調べても無駄よ。
I saw you looking out the window. Guess it's the same outside as
こ
well.
の曖昧な空間をどうにかしない限り、学校からは出られないと思う。
It seems unless something is done to reverse this strange atmosphere, we can't leave the school. Strange air. That made me think back to what Kuraha said. If it's strange to them, maybe this isn't the hidden realm after all. If this wasn't the world of the dead, maybe I'd feel better about being here.
だから、この空間ごと元の学校に戻す。それしか解決策はないでしょうね。
The air will need to be restored before the school can go back to normal. That's the only way. She seemed more informed about the situation than Kodaha. Wait, does she actually know the way out?
これでよし。
They are all set. She applied a bandage to my knee and stood
ねえ
up.
これから時間あるかしらあるわよね。
I like a girl who's all like, yeah, you got time. You got a moment, right? Of course you do. Perhaps it was because she was standing over me, but her presence felt rather imposing. She seemed different all of a
あ
sudden.
ら、少し顔色が悪いみたいね。
You look
横になって休ん
pale.
ではどう？
Why don't you lay down and have a rest? Then I suddenly realized something. She didn't feel like she belonged in class and was always alone in the nurse's office. She wanted friends but couldn't make any. She was so lonely. So lonely, she ended up jumping off the roof. As a ghost, she continues to search for friends in the nurse's office, pretending to care for sick students and taking them to the other
私
side.
がそばにいるから大丈夫。ここでゆっくり休みなさい。
It's okay, I'm here for you. Just rest up here. Imagine being like, oh man, everybody's cursed. Her words brought back those scary stories I heard before.
さあ、横になって。
Now just lay down. She grabbed my shoulders and was about to force me down on the bed. And then I screamed. Oh, this is insanity. Okay, hang on. Insanity. Insanity needs its own spot. I'm not going to bring up her insanity now, but I just want to have this save for when insanity starts because we gonna be so crazy. Like, we're gonna be so crazy. There were similar rumors about Kodaha, but not all of them were true. These ghosts still frightened me, but I began to feel it was wrong to fear them blindly. I needed to talk more with her to really understand what kind of ghost she was. I'll be okay. Thank you for your concern. She gave me a slight smile and released my
それなら
shoulders.
いいけれど、あまり無理はしないことよ。
Okay then, just don't push yourself too
このよ
hard.
うな場所で辛いだろうし、心を休めるためにも適度に休むことは必要だわ。
I'm sure it's hard being in a place like this. Resting properly is important to help recharge yourself mentally. Thank goodness I didn't jump to conclusions. Her kindness calmed my anxiety and I began to feel more at ease. After all, the rumors were just that, rumors. I learned about Kodaha, they were not always true. I wonder if she really is the girl of the nurse's office, right? Thank you for the first
いい
aid.
のよ。ここにはいつもいるから、手当ての仕方は見て覚えていたのだし。
It's nothing, I'm always here. I've picked up a thing or two about treating injuries. She's always here. This made me think she really was the girl in the nurse's office.
まさか実践する日が来るとは思っていなかったわ。
But I never thought I'd actually get a chance to use some of the skills I'd learned.
なんだか不思議な感じなのよね。少し嬉しいの。
It feels so strange, but it also makes me really happy. Happy? Why is that?
ありがとうと言われたのが久しぶりだからじゃないかしら。
Maybe it's because it's been a while since anyone's thanked me. Her genuine smile made me almost forget she was a ghost. At that moment, she just seemed like a regular girl. While we were talking, the door opened. Kodaha entered, looking a bit taken aback before relaxing and turning to his normal expression.
これはどういう状況なんだ
What's going on in here? Nothing? Girl talk, yo. She was helping me with a cut on my leg. I didn't realize it. I got hurt. When I fell earlier, I keep coughing, which is why I keep like muting my mic. And I can still feel it. Am I getting sick? Now's not the time, universe. I have stuff to do. I didn't realize got hurt when I fell earlier.
そうだったのか気がつかなくてすまない
Is that so? Sorry, I didn't notice either. No need to apologize. My clumsiness is the whole reason I got hurt in the first place. Kodaha nodded with a smile and turned to the
気
girl.
配は感じ取っていたが姿を見るのはこれが初めてか
I've always sensed your presence, but this is the first time I've ever seen you.
私は他の幽霊に会いたくないから隠れて過ごしていたのよ。
I tend to avoid other ghosts. You could say I do my best to stay hidden. Hydrate. Thank you. I'm trying to stop coughing. There's like something caught in the back of my throat though. It seemed as though they hadn't met before. I guess ghosts don't always interact with each other.
鏡の中にいるものといい、隠れて過ごすものが多い場所だな。
Just like the ghost in the mirror, huh? Guess a lot of folks here prefer to stay hidden. What do you know about that? Huh? Huh, Yui? She looked away, falling silent, perhaps holding back her thoughts.
ところで、ここの窓はどうだった？図書室は全滅でな。
How are the windows here? The ones in the library are sealed shut. Same.
そうか。では次は職員室に行こう。あそこは広いから2人で。
I see. Let's check the faculty room next. It's spacious. We can search together.
待ってちょうだい。そのことで話があるの。
Oh wait, there's something else I need to mention about that. Oh, this must be about the topic before. You mean about how to return to the school to normal? She nodded, and I noticed Kodaha's face contort with confusion. According to her, there's something strange about the air in this place. So instead of escaping through the window, we should restore the class to its original state. I glanced at her, signaling for her to continue with her
ここ
explanation.
は隔離用のようでいて隔離用ではない。学校のようでいて学校ではない。おそらくどの世界にも属していない。
This is the hidden realm, and yet it is not. This is the school, and yet it is not. It is a world that belongs to neither space.
何が原因でそうなっているのかわからないけれど、この空間を元の学校に戻さない限り。
I'm sure what caused this. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm unsure what caused this, but until we return this space to its original form,
ここにいる全員が閉じ込められたままよ。
I'm afraid we're trapped here.
どうしてそれがわかる？
How do you know that?
私たち幽霊が物をつかめて聖者と触れ合うことができるのよ。
Because we ghosts can touch objects that interact with the living here.
それだけでここが元のうつしおの学校ではないとわかるでしょ？
Well, that alone shows that we're not in the mortal realm. Can't you see that? The mortal realm.
即席で隔離用ができるというのもおかしな話。
Also, isn't it odd how suddenly the hidden realm
つまり
appeared?
どちらの世界でもないと結論付けられるのではなくて。
That means we must be in a place that is neither here nor there, right? Excuse me, but what do you mean when you say the mortal realm?
あなたがもともといた世界、聖者が住む世界はうつしおと呼ばれているわ。
It's where you came from. We call the world of the living the mortal realm. I've never heard that term. It sounds like something Sayaka would know all about.
今のが正しければ、元の学校は今も変わらずうつしおに存在しているということになるか。
If that's true, then the original school must still exist on the mortal realm,
え
right?
え、その通りです。
Yes, that's correct. I turned towards the source of the voice and saw a man standing there in unusual attire.
聖夜さん、タイミング悪く訪ねてきてしまったわね。
Seiya, your timing couldn't be worse.
まさかこのようなことに巻き込まれるとは思ってもみませんでしたよ。
Veggie dog? Wait, what does that mean? Never would I have imagined I'd get dragged into something like this.
今日は初めて会うものが多い日だ。
A lot of new faces today. The way he spoke, I could tell that Kuraha didn't know who this man was
こちら
either.
は私の友人で聖夜さんよ。普段は地獄で大監視をしていて、生前に罪を犯した死者を管理しているわ。
This is my friend Seiya. He's the Grand Warder of Hell, overseeing the punishment of the dead who sinned in life. Hell? Even Kodaha seemed taken aback.
彼女とは昔からの仲でして、たまにこうして訪ねているのですが。
I've known her for quite some time, and I like to check in on her occasionally.
到着して少し経った頃、急に景色が変わったので驚きました。
But the scenery changed abruptly after I arrived.
どういうことなのか突き止めるため、校内を調べて回っていたのですが、残念ながら原因はつかめず。
I've been exploring the campus to understand why, but unfortunately I haven't found any answers. This person called Seiya kept staring intently at me. What's going
幽
on?
霊のみがこの現象に巻き込まれている、そういう風に見ていたのですが、あなただけは違うようですね。
I thought only ghosts were affected by this, but it seems to have impacted you as
失
well.
礼ですが、これはあなたが原因ではと疑わざるを得ません。
Forgive me, but I suspect you might be the cause of all of this. Me?
何か怪しげな儀式でもされたのでしょうか。
Did you perform any unusual or sketchy rituals, I wonder? I didn't. I've done absolutely nothing. I fell asleep in my classroom. When I woke up, the whole world was like this. Do I have to keep explaining this? It's so embarrassing.
学校で居眠り、罰が当たったのでしょうか。
Sleeping in school. Could this be some kind of divine retribution? Just for sleeping at school?
今のは冗談です。
I'm only joking. That's not funny.
とりあえずここが異界だというのは間違い
Why
ない
are
のか。
we in the other realm now?
おそらくは正式な隔離用でないことは確かです。
Perhaps. I can only say for certain that this is not the official hidden
こ
realm.
の空間を元の学校に戻すほか、写し世に帰る方法はないでしょう。
God, I'm loving him, but Koyo's still number one. Listen, Koyo currently is number one. It's got potential to change. He was already in my top 3 prior to playing his route. I just want to do this by world, thus, he turned into second. Right now he's number 1, but Seiya could get it. You can't return to the mortal realm unless the skull is restored to its normal state. His words mirrored the
とは言
girls.
っても簡単にはいかないだろう。原因も分かっていないんだしな。
That doesn't sound very easy. We don't even know the cause of all of this.
原因、
The cause. He stared at me, his eyes searching for something. He suspected me before. It's obvious he thinks this is somehow my fault. I haven't done anything, really.
そう思いたいのですが、私が調べ回ったところ、この空間に存在する聖者はあなた一人なのですよ。
I want to believe you, but my investigation shows you're the only living person here.
居眠りする前、何か前触れはありませんでしたか？おかしな現象があったなど。
Did anything unusual happen before your nap? Any strange signs or omens? Thinking back as well as I could, I took out the college choice printout from my desk, but then I couldn't remember anything after that. Why can't I remember?
例えば居眠りする直前でなくとも最近おかしなことはなかったか？
Anything odd happened recently, not just before your nap? Why y'all all calling me out right now? Oh, this is thought. This one doesn't matter. Speaking of which, I heard some strange voices right before going to bed a few days ago.
もうすぐです。もうすぐあなたを
Won't be long now, not long until
闇へ
you.
誘う準備が整います。
Until I invite you into the darkness. Ooh.
暗闇に落ちても恐れず立ち向かって。
When you fall into darkness, feel it, face it without fear.
あなたには乗り越える力があるのだから。
Within you is the strength to overcome it. I hid under the covers, certain I had heard that voice. I fell asleep right after, so maybe it was just a dream. I shared my story, though still unsure. You look perturbed. What's up? They all fell silent, leaving me wondering if I was wrong to tell them. Are they annoyed? Do they think I'm just rambling?
闇へ誘うという言葉。
The phrase about inviting you into darkness suggests it's come true. Konoha glanced at the others, seemingly asking them to chime in.
同意見よ。この世界を作り出したものの言葉にしか聞こえないわ。
I agree. It seems like whoever was speaking to you is the one who created this world.
うつしおから聖者を一人連れ去るためこのような世界を作り出すとは
Only a deity could
神の仕
craft
業だとしか思えま
an
せん
entire new world just to abduct one person. A deity? The sudden introduction of gods into this discussion left me
つま
stunned.
り彼女は神隠しにあったということ？
Are you suggesting she was spirited away?
まあ確定ではないですがこのようなことができるのは神ほどの力を持つものでなければ無理でしょう
Yes, though I can't be certain. All I know for sure is only a god would have the power to do something like this. Spirited away. Sayaka's words echoed in my mind.
成見ヶ浜もなんと
We're a great place to get spirited away. Was I really spirited
もし
away?
神様の力が働いたのならこちらもそれと同じことをしたらどうかしら
If divine powers are at work here, perhaps we can do like we did before.
まさかあなたが過去やったようになさるのですか
You want to attempt what we tried in the past? What are you two talking
神隠
about?
しには神隠しで対抗するのよ
Counteracting one spiriting away with another? She then
あな
approached
たが
me.
神隠しにあってどういうわけか学校ごと異界に飛ばされた
You were spirited away and then brought into this realm, school and all.
それなら今度はあなたの手で神隠しを起こすのよ
Now we'll have to initiate the spiriting back with your own power. Sorry, my brain was trying to make that N and M so hard. How can I do that? That sounds impossible.
いいえできるのよ帰る方法があるのならこれしかない
You can do it. It's the only way to get back.
あなたに神隠しを起こしてもらうわ
You must force your own spiriting away. That's so easy. It's gonna be so easy to get spirited away. Watch it. Watch this happen. To force my own spiriting away. It wasn't just me. Even Kuraha looked surprised. So I'd use similar power to return this entire space to the mortal realm. Is that the idea?
ええそうよ
Exactly.
失敗すれば隔離を側へ行くことも考えられますが
Though if you fail, you may end up trapped in the hidden realm permanently.
それなら他に方法はあって
Any other suggestions? Saya? Hold on. I don't even know how to begin thinking about the spiriting away process. I'm not a deity. I don't have powers like that.
それは俺も思うところだが
I was thinking the same thing. With this, Kuraha turned to look at the
起
girl.
こす方法を知っているから提案したそうだろ
Given you're the one who suggested this, I'm guessing you have some idea,
え
right?
えそうよ聞いたことはないかしら
That's correct. Haven't you heard the rumors?
学校の七不思議をすべて呼び覚ませば神隠しに合うという噂を
The one saying that if you summon all seven wonders, all the seven wonders will spirit you away. Hi, Dwayne. Sayaka mentioned something like that too.
学校の七不思議をすべて起こすと神隠しにこれはネットにあった七不思議だから気づけばそうな
It's a flashback. We're not doing flashbacks. But isn't that just an urban legend?
私の時代にもその都市伝説があったのよそしてそれは実証されている
We had the same legend in my time too, and it turned out to be true. Is that why you're here?
私がそれを成し得てしまったのよ
I was the one who made it so. You caused a spiriting away? The girl looked melancholic and nodded slowly.
神隠しを起こした少女
My desk is gonna move for a sec. I'm moving my leg. The girl who caused a spiriting away could have mumbled, seemingly knowing something, and turned away.
私は当時通っていた学校で七不思議をすべて呼び覚ました
As a student, I awakened all the seven wonders at my school.
そして生きながらにして 隔離用である地獄へと飛ばされてしまった。
Thus, I was sent to hell in the hidden realm while I was still alive. After a brief pause, she glanced at Seiya.
そこで出会ったのが聖夜さんよ。
That's where I met Seiya.
地獄で聖者一人化け物に襲われて聖夜さんが助けに入ってくれたわ。
As the only living being in hell, I was quickly attacked by monsters. Seiya intervened and saved me.
助けたとは言えません。結果的にあなたは亡くなったのですから。
I wouldn't say it exactly. I saved you, but in the end, you still lost your life.
気に病まないで。現実から逃げたくて神隠しを行ってしまった私が愚かだったのだから。
There's no need to dwell on that. I spirited myself away to escape reality. It was no one's fault but my own. Despite her words, Seiya continued to frown. So she died because she spirited herself away. She spirited herself away, guys. Seiya had mentioned that such acts were difficult without divine powers. But even without divine powers, humans could still cause it if they knew how. That means... Can I ask something? I cautiously raised my hands. Everyone looked at me, making me even more nervous. After hesitating for a moment, I decided to voice my concern. Given what you just said, it sounds like forcing a spiriting away is a very dangerous thing for humans. If I try to spirit myself away, I might end up in hell, in the hidden realm, in which case, wouldn't I end up just like her? I kept that last bit to myself, but the thoughts weighed heavily on my mind. Given that everyone was trying to find a way to return, perhaps it was selfish of me to worry only about myself. I'm scared of dying. I don't want to do this.
そうよね。ごめんなさい。あなたへの配慮に欠ける提案だったわ。本当に
You're
ご
right.
めんな
I
さい。
apologize. It wasn't considerate of me to even bring it up. Oh no, it's okay.
彼女にさせるべきではないな。もっと安全に帰る方法があるはずだ。
We shouldn't force her to do that. There must be a safer way.
私もそう思うのですが、あまり時間は残されていないかと。
I agree, but time is limited. How limited? Seiya looked at me with a grave expression on his face.
ここの空気は確実にあなたを蝕んでいくでしょう。
The
本物の
atmosphere.
隔離用である地獄ほどではありませんが。
The atmosphere here will erode you over time, though not so dire as the true hell in the hidden realm, but
幽霊と共にいて正気でいられるはずもなく、ここの空気のよどみはあなたの体からぬくもりを奪っていく。
coexisting with ghosts will drain you of your sanity, and the stagnant air will rob your body of its warmth.
聖者には厳しい環境なのは間違いありません。他の方法を探っているうち、死ぬでしょう。
This environment is toxic to the living. In the time it takes for us to find an alternative way out, you will no doubt perish. The seriousness of Seiya's tone was enough to let me know for sure. He's not exaggerating, he's telling the truth. Then, despite the risk, I would likely have to try to force a spiriting away.
これは私の勝手な考えですが、神のご意志で神隠しにあったのなら、神には何か思惑があるはず。
This may seem selfish of me to think, but if a god really did choose to spirit you away, there's likely some deeper reason.
戯れなのか、彼女を思ってされたのか、わかりかねますが、何にしても神は今も彼女を見ていらっしゃるでしょう。
I can't be certain if this is a mere whim or a calculated move, yet it's possible that this god is observing you even at this very moment. You mean right now? In this room? I knew there was no way for me to see it, but that didn't stop me from looking. This is way more than just creepy. This is genuinely frightening.
大丈夫だ。そばにいるから。
It's okay, you're not alone. He patted me reassuringly. His simple act of kindness began to put my fear at ease.
神が見ているからなんだという。話が見えないぞ。
So what if some god is watching us? I still don't understand what's going on.
もし神様のお気に召せば神隠しを起こした際
Perhaps
う
the
つしお
key will
側へ
be
戻る
gaining
よう
favor
手を
with the
貸して
deity.
くださる
And when you force
そうい
this...
うこと
I'm so sorry. And when you force the Spiritine away, you can ask to be brought to the mortal realm. Seiya's approving nod caused me to think, if that's the case, then using the spirited away method might not be as dangerous as I thought. Maybe that really is the way to get home.
お前はどう思う？
What do you think? Kuraha seemed keen on keeping my wishes first. I worried as I was, if doing nothing meant death, then I had to take my chances. I'm gonna try to force a Spiritine away.
それなら俺はお前に協力しよう。無事にうつしおへと帰れるようにな。
In that case, I'll be there to help guide you safely back to the mortal
それに
realm.
俺も帰りたいんだ。あちらには幽霊の友人がいるからな。
I too want to return. I have a friend who lives there after all.
私にも協力させてくれないかしら。あなたに私のような思いはさせたくないの。
May I offer my assistance as well? I don't want you to end up going through what I went through. Thank you, both of you. Their willingness to help moved me deeply. I expressed my gratitude with a deep bow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As I looked up, I was met with their comforting smiles, which caused me to smile in return.
さっきの話の通りなら時間が限られている。ここの空気にやられる前に今すぐ動くべきだろ
A girl has no name. If that's what the men said was true, then we have to act fast to prevent the atmosphere here from getting to you. Right, so could you tell me more about how the spiriting away process works? The girl nodded and began her
あなたは
explanation.
成見ヶ浜高校に伝わる七不思議をすべて知っていて
Are you familiar with all the 7 wonders of Narimigahama High? Well, I concentrated trying to recall all I could and began sharing them what I knew. I know about the ones my friend told me about. Firstly, there's Karakara.
それは俺の噂話だ。
That's the rumor about me. I nodded in agreement with Kuraha. Also, the girl. I glanced at the girl.
保健室の少女ね私だわ
That's me, the girl in the nurse's office. So that was her after all. I didn't know what she thought about the rumor, but out of the 7 wonders, I sighed in relief that the 2 were already here. There's the mirror boy. Oh, and then there's Hanako of the toilet on the 2nd floor. Hanako Kat-chan. Plus the library's wish-granting book. A slight shiver ran down my spine as I thought of the next wonder. Lastly, on the central stairwell between the 1st and 2nd floor, there's the grasp of the mirror. She just listed off 3 more, so that's 5. That's all I know, just those 5.
あと2つね私はここにいるばかりだからあまり噂話には詳しくなくて
There are 2 more. I'm usually here in the nurse's office, so my knowledge of rumors is a bit limited.
なら他の幽霊に聞いて探せばいいな。
Then we should ask the other ghost for help.
あらあなたも知らないのね
You mean you don't know either?
怖い話は得意ではなくてな。
I've never been a fan of scary stories. I would have thought ghosts would all be into that kind of thing, though maybe I'm stereotyping a bit there.
それならあとの2つは私が探すとしてあなたには分かっている分の七不思議を呼び覚ましてもらうわ
I'll help you find the remaining 2. You focus on awakening the others you're already familiar with. So that will be my role in all of this. I listened, feeling the weight of the task
手順
ahead.
だけで言えば簡単よ
The steps are
So
rather
much.
simple.
目の前に現れた怪異が本当に七不思議に該当しているのか確かめる
First, confirm whether or not the ghost is really one of the school's
そ
7.
の2怪異から本当の名前を教えてもらう呼び覚ました証拠としてね
Next, get them to tell you their real name. That's how you'll know they've awakened. Their real name. Same guys, same. If I die, being around cursed or dead people would probably scare me for a month straight. Her words reminded me of what Kuraha mentioned about saying my own name out loud. If it can be used to curse someone or confirm they're awakened, There must be so much power associated with names. I guess that's how a mere human could get spirited
今の
away.
手順を怪異と会話することでこなしていくのよ。
Just talk to the ghosts following those steps. So I really do need to talk to them.
聞き方によっては教えてくれないばかりか精神的に参ってしまうような出来事が起こるかもしれない。
Kudaha is a scaredy ghosty, but he will protect. Depending on how you ask them, it's likely that some will be reluctant to reveal their names. You may find the process draining on your
だ
psyche.
から十分に気をつけてね。
Be cautious on how you approach them. Right. After encountering the boy in the mirror, I had a sense of what that felt like. It was psychologically draining. The thought of having to talk to those ghosts and potentially lose my mind was almost too much to bear.
俺は彼女についていこう。危険な目に遭わせられないからな。
I'll accompany her. I'll make sure nothing bad happens to her. Thank you. Having you by my side definitely makes me feel safer. Expressing my gratitude, I thought I saw Kudaha blush slightly. He is blushing! That's a blushy boy. It's probably just the red glow, though.
私はさっきも言った通り残りの2つを探すわね。
He protect, but he also attack. As I said before, I'll begin looking for the other two wonders. Thank you. That would be very helpful.
こんなこと言ったら気を悪くするでしょうけど今の状況なら神隠しを起こしやすいわ。
The truth is, we're in a space where triggering a spiriting away is likely to be much easier than
この
normal.
世界だからこそ霊感がなくても幽霊の姿が視認できて発見しやすいのだから。
He pale, but he blush. If you blush and you pale, you blush. You blush. And he a snack. He... In this world, you don't need special powers to see ghosts. I suppose that's true. I never thought of myself as someone with the power to see
だ
ghosts.
からあなたがここの空気に侵される前に手早くこなしていきましょう。
He's baby girl coded too. Oh no. Which is why we should be able to get this done quickly before the stagnant air begins to take a toll on you. Her optimism was infectious and gave me the motivation to press on. I'll give it my all. Seiya, who had just been quietly observing until now, looked up and began to
この
speak.
世界だからこそその点で言えば曖昧だからこそ起きていることがあります。
The state of the world suggests that some things which would normally be impossible are now very much
ま
possible.
ず幽霊が聖者や物質に触れられること、逆に聖者も幽霊に触れられること。
For example, ghosts can interact with both objects and the living, which means the living too can interact with ghosts.
他にも何か写しようではありえないような断りに反していることはありませんでしたか？
Have you noticed anything else that would be impossible in the mortal realm? When the ghost touched my hand, I thought I saw some kind of vision.
なるほど。それは正しく断りに反していますね。
That makes sense.
おそらく心残りを強く持つ幽霊の思念が流れ込んできたので
Likely
し
the
ょう。
ghost's lingering thought might have been
ここ
transferred to
にいる
you.
幽霊は心残りがあって成仏できずにいる者たちですから。
In a stand, and almost fall because I stepped on something. That's okay, just so I can cross my leg better. Alright, all the ghosts that remain here do so because they have lingering regrets, things left undone. Things left undone, that means both that girl and Kudaha have their own unresolved issues. Just then, the image of the boy in the mirror flashed before my eyes. Living with those lingering regrets must be incredibly sad and painful. I wonder if he even wants to cross over. That was obviously a sensitive topic, one that needed to be approached with care. It also made me wonder if the headache I felt at the time was a reflection of his own pain. That's right. When we touched, I felt as though I had a terrible headache. Could that happen again?
危険ですから今後はあまり触れないように。闇に染まっている思念ならあなたの精神に支障をきたします。
Can be dangerous. Please try to avoid touching any spirits moving forward. Those consumed by darkness can erode your
逆
mind.
にそういった思念でないならば危険はないのですが。
However, not corrupted by darkness are typically not a threat. If you touch a ghost who holds a strong form of regret, their thoughts tend to flow into you. If your thoughts are dark, it will negatively affect a living person's sanity. So long as you don't directly touch them, you should be fine. The girl glanced between Kodaha and me.
先ほど彼に背を触れられていたけれど、その時は大丈夫そうだったわよね。
You felt fine when he touched your back, right? I think it's fine if we touch through our clothes.
そう。知っておいてよかったわ。こちらも気をつけるわね。
My buttons are in different spots, Kata. That's reassuring. I'll be careful moving forward. She then gave Kodaha a sharp look.
俺も気をつけるつもりだ。触れないよう我慢しよう。
I too will be cautious. I'll do my best to hold back. Huh? What does he mean hold back? I couldn't quite grasp the situation, but didn't press for more details. I'll try to avoid direct contact as well. Feeling somewhat embarrassed for Kodaha and by the situation, I spoke up too.
ああ、そうだな。そうした方がいい。
That's probably wise. For some reason, Kodaha looked gloomy as he spoke. Maybe he doesn't want me seeing his lingering regrets. I decided to be careful moving forward with him. Oh, right. There was one more thing. The grasp with the mirror ghost nearly dragged me into his mirror.
鏡の中の
Into his mirror. Is something wrong?
ああ、いえ。
No.
引きずり込まれそうになったのは聖者にしかない魅力に惹かれたからでしょう。
He was attempting to drag you in because he is naturally attracted to the living. Best be careful.
私は地獄の大看守ですから聖者に魅了されないよう訓練を受けていますが
As the Grand Warder of Hell, I'm trained to resist the charms of the living. The living can greatly attract the dead. Mesmerized by this charm, some ghosts can even lose their sanity. Then Seiya glanced at the other.
私は訓練を受けていないから気をつけなければね。
I haven't been trained like that, so I guess I need to be extra careful around you.
そうだな。
But not
も
against
し俺に
romance.
対して異常を察知したら、
He hasn't come on
遠
to
慮
this
なく
in
引っ
this
叩
route
いて
yet.
くれ。
If I start acting weird, just slap me as hard as you can, but also don't touch me. What? I can't do that.
明暗ね。衝撃で目が覚めるかもしれないわ。私に対しても気を使わずに死闘でも何でもかましてちょうだい。
MC could riz him and he might be hooked. Oh my gosh, that's a great plan. The shot could snap him out of it. A karate chop should do the trick. Her earnestness left me unsure of what to say. I didn't know how to do a karate chop. That was the only response I could muster. There shouldn't, huh? I noticed Seiya starting to fade, which caused me to blink in confusion. Seiya, your body.
もう間もなく帰還の時です。私は特殊な方法でこちらに来ているので時間が限られていましてね。
I must return soon. I came here through special means, so my time is limited. Return? Is he going back to hell?
待って。聖夜さんに話があるのよ。
Seiya, I do need to speak with you.
それなら俺たちは先に行動するか。時間が惜しいからな。
In that case, we'll give you some privacy. We don't have much time anyway. Right. Seiya, thank you for all your help. Seiya smiled back at me. Then he gave me a slight bow. He didn't come on to me at all. What the heck?
どの怪異に会うか考えているか。
Which ghost do you want to meet first? I think maybe we should start off with one of the kinder ghosts. That was when it hit me. I forgot to ask the girl in the nurse's office her name.
確かにそうだったな。話の成り行きで聞きそびれてしまった。
I forgot to too. Guess I got caught up in everything going
今
on.
は話中だろうから後回しにするしかないか。
She's still talking to Seiya, so I guess we'll have to ask her later. Right, excluding her, we have, considering where we were, the closest potential ghost would be the one in the library and the one in the mirror on the stairwell. I guess I have to meet that boy in the mirror again. I was scared, but I knew I had to face him. Given how scared I am, maybe it's better to get the one over this first. Boy in the mirror. That was when I noticed Kodaha's dejected gaze. What is it? You're just staring at the nurse's office.
ああ。いや、 少し気になることがあってな。
It's nothing, that's just something caught my attention. What is it? Kodaha looked away from me. Seeing him hesitate, I backtracked. Sorry, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
謝るようなことではない。気にするな。
There's no reason to apologize, please don't worry. Alrighty then. As I continued to contemplate which ghost to meet next, Kodaha stood up.
いや、やはり話しておこう。
Perhaps I should tell you this. Alright, I wonder what this could be about. Kodaha looked serious, which only increased my
今
anxiety.
から話すのはある事件についてだ。時代で言うと1949年。
There's something you should know. It's about what happened in 1949. About 70 years ago?
ああ。ちなみに俺が生きていた時代だ。
Yes, that was when I was alive. Huh! I had no idea he lived so long ago.
俺だけではないぞ。この学校にいる他の幽霊の中にも同じ時代を生きていた者たちがいる。
It's not just me. Most of the other ghosts gathered here lived around that time. Really? All the ghosts here were from the same time period? That seems like a huge coincidence. Actually, I couldn't say for sure. Either way, it's not like I know a bunch about ghosts.
その幽霊たちは口々にこう言っていてな。神殺し事件に巻き込まれて死んだ。
All the ghosts here said the same thing. They were all killed in the Divine Invocation Incident. The Divine Invocation Incident. The DVII. Got it. I've never heard of that. Does that mean that all the ghosts here were caught in some kind of incident and died? If that incident took place in 1949, that was a long time ago, so it makes sense I'd never heard of it. Something about that year struck me.
こういう各地の伝承と同じよ。何しろ行方不明者がなんと7人も。
I heard about that. During that year in Narimigahama, 7 people were spirited
神
away.
隠しと取り上げたのは低俗な雑誌のたわごとでしかない。
That's how some of the vulgar tabloid magazines
正
reported
しくは
it.
行方不明と報道され、
God, he's old.
後に殺されたと分かってな。
In truth, they were kidnapped, all of whom were
殺人
found
事
to
件
have
だ。
been murdered.
行方不明とされた7名のうち6名がこの地で遺体となって発見され、神殺し事件と名付けられた。
Of the 7 that went missing, 6 had their bodies discovered here on this very land. It was later dubbed the Divine Invocation Incident. By this very land, do you
言
mean
葉通り、ここ、成見ヶ浜高校だ。もっと正確に言えば、今俺たちがいる塔、本館の位置。
Yes, right here at Narimigahama High, to be exact, the same location as the building we're standing in. I felt a chill run down my spine. I never knew the school I attended was ground zero for a series of murders. Thinking back on it, I recalled the school being built in the 1970s. This incident happened long before the school was built.
ああ、あの時代この本館の位置には、月神という町の名士の屋敷が建っていてな。
Back then, a mansion
そ
belonged
こで
to
起こっ
the
た事件だ。
Tsukigami, a notable figure at the time. Divine Invocation Incidents Number 1. A murder incident that occurred in 1949. Of the 7 reported to be missing, 6 of them showed up as dead bodies in the Tsukigami mansion. This place is where the Tsukigami mansion used to be. Currently, Narimigahama High School's main building stands there. One more thing, you said 6 bodies were found, but what about the 7?
遺体が見つからなかったんだ。そのことから神隠し説が濃厚とされてな。しばらくこの町を騒がせていた。
The last body was never found, which is how the whole spirited away rumor got started. It caused quite a stir in town. So the spirited away rumor still remained because the last body was never found.
さっき、神隠しを起こしたと発言した者がいただろう。
Recall anybody talking about causing a spirited away incident? I was starting to get what Kodaha was hinting at, the girl in the nurse's office. Kodaha nodded.
おそらくあの少女は月神結衣。神殺し事件が起こった屋敷、月神家。その家の一人娘の名だ。
Her Her name is likely Yui Tsukigami, the only daughter of the Tsukigami family involved in the divine invocation incident. I hadn't expected
も
this
しあの
connection.
少女が月神結衣ならば、彼女の内情に関わることだから話していいものか悩んだのだが。
If she really is Yui Tsukigami, then that's her business, which is why I hesitated to bring it up back there. You mean because I forgot to ask her name? Kudaha shook his head in response.
もしかしたら学校の七不思議の会に神殺し事件の被害者がいるかもしれない。
Some of the other seven wonders might be connected to the divine invocation incident.
そうだった場合、月神の姓は必ず出てくる。
If so, the name
恨み事の一つとしてな。
Tsukigami's likely to come up. It'll be connected to their lingering regrets. Seeing as their lingering regrets likely had to do with their murders, I quickly understood and shivered at the realization.
あの少女が月神結衣と名乗ったとして、お前がこの事件を知らずに別の会から月神の姓を聞いたら動揺するだろう。
She introduced herself as Yui Tsukigami, and you heard another ghost mention that name without knowing the details of the
そ
incident.
のような事態に陥ればうまくことが運ばないかもしれない。そう思ってな。
There could have easily been a misunderstanding about the role she played in all of this, which could have made you upset. So he did this to ensure I wouldn't be overly stressed. How he did it so I could remain calm when talking to the other ghosts. Thank you very much for telling me
お
this.
礼を言われることじゃない。言っただろ。俺もうつしおへ帰りたいとな。
Me, don't mention it. I too wish to return to the mortal realm. I guess that's true. Based on Kudaha's action, I sense there was more to that than his own desire to return home. I've got to watch myself. If I get too emotional, other ghosts might see me as a weakness and try to attack me. He was likely teaching me this to prevent me from getting into trouble. Knowing him, this was likely the case.
少し長話してしまったな。
We spent enough time talking. Let's go meet the
一
first
人目の
ghost.
会に会いに行くか。
But first, let's also get the right answer. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Let's make sure everyone gets back home safe and sound.
そうだな。
Yes,
俺も精
absolutely.
一杯お前に尽くそう。
I'll help in any way that I can. Thank you. Filled with motivation, Kudaha seemed to sigh with relief.
安心した。実はお前を怖がらせるのではと不安に思っていた部分もあってな。
I'm actually quite relieved. I was worried I might have scared you. Kudaha's everything as you told me was important for me to know. There is no reason for me to be afraid. That had been the case the whole time. Given how kind he had been towards me, I felt no reason to be afraid around him. I must have really hurt his feelings when I looked so scared the first time. Looking back on it, I realized how rude I was. Please allow me to apologize. If only I had a chance to do it over again.
出会いからか。俺はやり直したくないんだがな。
You mean when we first met? I'm glad with how things turned out. Really?
幽霊となってからあの時ほど嬉しい言葉を送られたことはない。今も俺の心を温めているんだぞ。
Ever since I became a ghost, I've never heard such kind words. Even now, my heart is warmed by them. What do you mean? Kudaha chuckled as he
友人
spoke.
からカラカラさんの噂話を聞かされた時、
Back when you
Did
first heard the
I?
rumor about Kata Kata from your friend. I was there. You heard all that? I had thought back on that event when I first entered this world and was surprised to learn that Kudaha and I had already met.
寄り添うようなあの言葉に俺は胸を打たれてな。それでずっとお前に伝えたかったんだ。
Those kind words, attempting to see things from my perspective, it touched my heart. I've always longed to tell you this,
ありが
but
とう。トラ
Thank you. It's longed is like 2 days ago. My copy of Meiji Tokyo Renka is finally coming to, and it looks took about a month to arrive. But it's coming, and that is exciting. His words of gratitude were so unexpected. Could it be? In the hallway at dusk, it wasn't just my imagination. I sensed the presence of Katakata or Kuraha. His desire to thank me let me sense his presence there with me. Looking back, it felt like nothing short of a miracle, and it also was so romantic that he tried to reach out to me like that. Did I say romantic? I'm so happy you told me. I promise to always remember. I spoke with a smile, and Kuraha smiled back.
少し長話してしまったな。さて、一人目の会に会いに行くか。
It's so romantic. His eyes weren't cute. What? It seems as though we've ended up speaking for some time now. Let's go and find our first ghost. Right. Let's go. I told him we would first visit the boy in the mirror, and the two of us walked side by side as we headed down the hallway. And then I went, mirror ghost. As I walked with her down the central hallway, I was still filled with elation. Not only was I finally able to thank her, she responded with a warm smile. 2 more hours, guys. 2 more hours and I can eat. I can shop, and then I'm gonna go drop for sure. Nice. There was nothing better than that smile. From the moment I met her, she continued to warm my frozen heart. Was my attraction only because she was a member of the living? No, that didn't seem to be the only reason. Okay, Edward. He looks like he's asking where to find the mayo in the store. I mean, maybe he needs to find out. I encountered many living before, but none drew me in the way she did. I had no doubt these feelings for her were genuine. I just couldn't find the right words. By the way, Kuraha, you mentioned disliking scary stories. Are you sure you're okay with meeting the 7 wonders?
ああ、そのことか。引きずり鏡のものなら平気だ。
About that, I'm fine with meeting the boy in the mirror. Right, you seemed okay back when we first encountered him too. I'm glad you're all right with that. It seemed she was genuinely concerned for me. Her kindness warmed my heart yet again. Yet I knew it was wrong for me to only receive kindness from her. I needed to provide her with comfort too. No matter what, I would be her light of hope, guiding her through the darkness. I will send her back to the mortal realm. Oh, that's cute. We talked as we climbed the stairs. Kuraha mentioned that his presence might deter the boy from appearing, so we decided he should wait behind the wall out of sight from inside the mirror. As for me, I stood a short distance from the mirror as I peered into it, waiting for the ghost from before to appear. I don't see him. Kuraha said previously that he could sense the presence of a ghost and would even see him in the mirror at times. But whenever he noticed him, the ghost would always flee back deeper in the mirror. Maybe calling out to him would work. When I faced the mirror, I took a deep breath. Ghost in the mirror, please come out. I called to him and waited, but no response. Maybe once isn't enough. Please come out. I wish to speak to you. Nothing. It seems the boy was nowhere to be found. I need your help. You're my only hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He still won't come out. I cast a glance towards Kuraha and he just shook his head. Turning back to the mirror, I noticed something's different. Peering closer, a dark shadow on the staircase caught my eye. 2 dim lights flickered, sending shivers down my spine. Camouflaged against the background, they were barely visible, but they seemed to be eyes. I glanced back at Kuraha, seeking confirmation, and he nodded. You're there, aren't you? I really would like to talk with you. The shadow twitched slightly but remained silent. He's near and that reaction means he heard me, but from this distance, I need to find a way to draw him in. He seemed intrigued by my warmth before. Perhaps getting closer to the mirror might coax him out. This is insanity. Let's see. Ah, insanity up. Oh no, we'll fix that. Maybe just a little more. I stepped forward while looking at Kuraha, though I could feel hesitation in his gaze. He didn't speak out to stop me. I turned back to the mirror and the shadow figure suddenly stood right before me. His wild, crazed expression left me speechless, overcome with shock. He reached through and grabbed my arm. It was so fast I had no time to react.
捕まえた
Gotcha. Just as I felt myself being pulled in,
それはこちらのセリフだ。
that's my line. Kuraha leapt from his hiding place and tightly lashed onto the boy's arm. His hold weakened and I quickly retreated away from the mirror. That was terrifying. My heart raced uncontrollably as I struggled to calm down. Lord, he's crazy, yeah. He only touched me through my clothes, but the fear left me shaking and numb.
深呼吸をした方がいい。今は心を落ち着けることに集中するんだ。
Let me eat my salad in peace, mirror boy. What kind of salad? Does it have human chicken on it? Take a few deep breaths. Just focus on calming down. Okay. Kuraha's calm voice guided me, and I closed my eyes and breathed in deeply. I should not have gotten closer. That was a lapse in judgment on my part. Reflecting on my mistakes, I slowly regained my composure. I took several deep breaths. Regardless, the sudden attack left an emotional scar in my mind. I think I'm okay now. I'm sorry, but I think I'm... Upon opening my eyes, I found the boy in the mirror on the outside catching me off
引っ
guard.
張り出しておいた方が鏡の中へ引きずられる心配が少ない。お前を直接守れるしな。
Human kitchen sketching on. Let me... Less risk of being pulled in if we pull him out first. Besides, I can protect you better this way. Right, that makes sense. Kuraha had a firm grip on the boy's arm. This seems to be a lot safer. Oh, not save load. So I like my salads with chicken, ranch. I like black olives. It's too dangerous. I shouldn't get closer. I continued calling out to him, trying to get him to react. Maybe I should try saying something else. Thanks for listening and not running away. Would you come closer so I can see you clearly? I wonder if that will work. I waited, watching the shadows stir. For some reason, he seemed hesitant. Gradually, he inched closer to me. He was now close enough for me to see his face. He wouldn't meet my gaze, a painful look upon his face.
ごめんなさい最初怖がらせてしまって
I'm sorry, I must have really frightened you. Not at all. I'm okay now. Please, don't worry about it. He's not all what I had
優しくし
expected.
てくれてありがとうございますでももう話しかけないでください
Thank you for your kindness, but please don't talk to me anymore.
それでは
Well,
さよなら
goodbye. He bowed again and turned away. Wait, please, just listen to me for a moment. At my urging, he's paused. It's very important. Please hear me out.
えっと 僕ダメなんです最初あなたの体温を感じてから自制心が失われていくようで
I can't. Ever since I first felt your warmth, I can feel my self-control fading away. What do you mean?
その僕にも初めてのことなのでよくわからないんですけど
Well, it's my first time feeling this way, so I'm not exactly sure
あ
either,
なた
but
の手に触れた時一時的にですが心にある寂しさが薄れたんです
when I touched your hand, even though it was only for a
それ
moment,
がとても
all my
心地よく
loneliness
て
vanished. It was so comforting.
怖がらせると分かっていてもあなたのぬくもりが
I knew my actions might scare you, but I
欲しくて
longed for your
たまらなくて。
warmth so much, I just couldn't resist. His ecstatic expression looked so out of place I couldn't help but shiver. It's like when we first met. Perhaps he appeared different because of me, because of my charm of the living. I started to understand what Seiya meant when he said that.
えっと
Crazy
さっ
so
き隠
hot.
れていたのはいろいろ葛藤していたからなんです。
Earlier I was hiding, wrestling with that internal conflict
前
and
回のことを謝りたいって思う反面、鏡に近づいたら今度こそこっち側に引っ張れるっていう
why
欲
is it
望もあって。
toxic in real life but hot in fiction? Because in fiction, you're not actually at danger. Want to apologize for how I acted before, yet I was also battling the urge to pull you into this realm.
心にある寂しさが薄れるその体温は僕にとって毒のようなものなのかもです。
Your warmth made my loneliness vanish, and it was like a bittersweet poison to me. But now you've overcome that desire, right? If you can hold it back, then I don't need to be scared, right?
あなたは僕が怖くないんですか？
You're so... Aren't you scared of me? Honestly, I am, but not as much as before. The young boy kept staring at the floor, lost in thought. Wait, you and Chicken who? Like in real life, you won't want an abusive, perverted person to be a partner, but in spicy books, damn! Yeah, see? Like, no. He sighed softly and slowly began to
あと
speak.
5歩くらい下がってください。
Listen, red flags in fiction is different than red flags in real life. Please step back about 5 steps. Huh?
僕がそちらに行きます。それならこちら側へ引っ張ってやろうって
I'll come over there. It might
思
help
え
me
なくなる気が
resist
するから。
the urge to pull you over to this side. If he really does come here, that'd be for the best. I looked at Kudaha, who was smiling, seemingly proud of me. He smiles so warm, but am I actually just deceiving the boy in the mirror? Will he run if he knows Kudaha's here too? I am the whole circus baby, all red
僕が
flags.
そちらへ行く案ダメでしたか？信用できないとか。
I said I'd come to your side, but would you prefer I don't? You look like you don't trust me. No, it's not that. I'm sorry. I silently apologized and stepped back as he asked. After I moved, the young boy slowly emerged from the mirror, still looking very afraid. When he noticed Kudaha beside me, he jumped in surprise. He tried to retreat back into the mirror, but Kudaha grabbed his arm.
なんであなたが
What are you?
そう怯えるな。危害は加えない。
Stay
ただ
calm.
話をしたいだけだ。
We aren't gonna hurt you, we just want to talk. I didn't mean to trick you, but don't worry, Kudaha's not as frightening as you may have been led to believe.
彼女を恨むなよ。俺が無理を言ってついてきたんだ。前回の様子を見て心配だったんでな。
What type of boys do you like? The dead kind? Don't blame her, I insisted on coming. I was worried about her after what happened before. Kudaha. He spoke in a way that shifted the blame away
お
from
前に
me.
とっても俺がいた方がいいだろ。俺がいれば彼女を襲えないんだからな。
Besides, isn't it better I'm here prevents you from attacking her? Seems like
それは
all of the above.
そうですけど。
That's true, but
一つ覚えておくといい。お前のみならず、幽霊が彼女に触れれば、彼女がとても苦しむということ。
just remember if any ghost touches her, she's the one that's gonna suffer.
頭痛と精神的な苦痛を味わわせてしまうらしくてな。お前も彼女を傷つけたくはないだろう。
She could get a headache or be put in real psychological pain. You wouldn't want to hurt her, right? The boy just stared back at us silently. His face, already devoid of any color, grew even more paler.
本当にごめんなさい。
I am snoozing ads because I'm about to
なんて恐ろしいことを。
be ending my stream soon anyways. I'm sorry, how could I have done something so terrible? It's okay, you didn't know. Please, don't worry.
もう二度と あなたに触れません。完全に目が覚めました。
What's the rating in this game? The rating is T for teen. I won't touch you again, I promise. I realize now what I did to you. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. I smiled, feeling relieved, and he just stared blankly at me. Is something wrong?
いえ、
He's blushing.
なんでもないです。
He's blushing, guys. No, it's nothing. He quickly looked away, and I thought I saw his cheeks turn red. Probably just the glow of the moon.
あなたが優しい人でよかったです。
I'm glad you're so kind, thanks. I've never seen him smile that way before. It was as though I was seeing his true smile. I get the feeling everything's going to be okay. Kuraha, maybe you can let it go of his arm. All of them blush with their eyes. They actually, like, their blush is like on their cheeks, so.
いや、いつ逃げるかわからないからな。話が終わるまでこのままでいてもらう。
He might try to run. I'll hold him until we finish talking.
逃げるのはあなたのせいです。いつも僕を狙ってるから。
The reason I want to run is because of you. You're always chasing me. Chasing you? There must be a misunderstanding. Actually, I turned to Kuraha. Kuraha, you didn't try to chase him before, did you?
あれは
That was different, you see. Kuraha hesitated and cleared his throat to try and regain his composure.
狙ってはいない。俺はただ聞きたいことがあって接触を試み
I
ていた
wasn't
んだ。
chasing him exactly. I just wanted to ask him a question.
そんなの信じられないです。いつも怖い顔して鏡の前で待ち伏せしていたりして。
I don't believe you. You always look so scary waiting by the mirror to ambush me. Ambush?
危険な人だから近づきたくなかったのに。
He always struck me as sketchy and dangerous, so I tried to keep my distance. Well, I could see where Kuraha could appear scary. Kuraha, maybe you should apologize.
そのようだな。
I guess I should. Kuraha released the boy's hand and gave a curt
お
bow.
前を怖がらせる気はなかった。心から悪かったと思う。
I didn't mean to scare you, and I'm sorry if I did. The young boy looked surprised before smiling gently.
もういいです。なんか話せてよかったです。
Very well, I forgive you. I'm just happy we could talk. Phew, that's a relief.
でもどうして幽霊と聖女が一緒にいるんですか？
Why is a ghost? Why are you a ghost and she a living person here together? We will answer that question on Tuesday because I have to go to work because it's a weekend. So I put my timestamp in. I put insert like a fool. All right. See if we have someone we can raid before I say my byes. I think Lou might still be on. Lou just started. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here, guys. There were so many people today. Thank you. Yes, Lou is drawing. We'll raid Lou. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Asia, Jay, Blue, Prim, Silly Wells. There was Muma. No, wait, Mama, not Muma. Muma's still, thank you anyways. You're always here. Yoon. Blue also was here before she started her stream, so thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember, you can visit me on Twitch. I stream about 3 times a week, and you can also check out our Discord. We have some fun events happening soon, and it's also where I do polls to decide what I'm going to play on special days like today, where I didn't have any intentions to stream at all. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I will be back on Tuesday at the latest. Bye guys. Don't forget to send a bunch of... What's that word again? Cabbages. I have a pop-up